It doesn't matter if they're here. Right.
It's the UFC 280 Watch Party. Watch along with MMAfighting.com as a score will be settled, a double-digit win streak will be snapped, and a new lightweight champion will be crowned in the main event between Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. In the co-main event, Aljamain Sterling puts the UFC Bantamweight title on the line against former champion TJ Dillashaw. Live from the Vox Studios in beautiful New York City, it's MMA Fighting's UFC 280 Watch Party.
Yes, we have made it, everybody. Welcome to the UFC 280 Watch Party here on MMAfighting.com. We are live in New York City in the studio, and wouldn't you know it,
Below Muhammad
just finished Sean Brady. A standing TKO.
I'm getting cooked today,
wow.
bro. I'm getting absolutely murdered on these bets. I needed the over 2.5 in that. I had Sean Brady. That's how we come into this, a standing TKO from Bilal Muhammad. What did you say right before that fight started?
But I will say this. I felt you could make a strong case that nobody had more pressure on them to win on this card than Bilal Muhammad. And he goes out there. Not only does he hand Sean Brady his first loss, but he finishes him in the second round. That is unbelievable. And judging by the look on your face, this is not good for your bank account.
It's the meme, bro. I'm getting cooked right now. That is exactly what's happening. I am getting cooked on these bets. What did I say right before this started? I had all these unders, and I've been riding the unders. I said, yep, everything's gone to a decision. This is the one. Bilal and Brady is going to go under, and it does by Bilal Muhammad. I cannot believe this. I'm in shock. Like, this is... So far, the card has been rather underwhelming. This result has shocked me. If you had said this was the outcome, I would never have believed you. This is crazy.
Well, anyways, I am Mike Heck. That is GC, Connor Burks from No Bets Barred, the MMA Hour. And what a day it has been for you. I mean, this show has started just like this entire day has been. Literally from the time I woke up at 3 a.m. to where we're at right now, it has been nothing but chaos. And now we're seeing Sean Brady lose. Bilal Muhammad picks up the biggest win of his career. And we still have this entire main card to go. But one thing that's very important here for Bilal Muhammad, GC, it's not only the performance for this man, but it's what he does on the microphone. Because I have been a big proponent of his fighting style, but his microphone work after these wins, he has whiffed. He has whiffed.
I agree with you that he's whiffed. Speaking of that, though, let's bring in our man, Mysterious Frank.
Yes.
He's working audio. Frank, I already have a complaint this early on in the show.
What's going on?
Dude, I can't hear. I need to hear what Bilal Muhammad's going to say. Who's he going? Is he going for a title shot? What's he doing? I can't hear the audio of the broadcast. I mean, what is this?
We got to fix that. No?
All right, well,
This guy Frank all day. The excuse has been technical issues. There it is. There it is. Now we got it piping in.
Now, who should he call out?
Hamzat?
Yes. That's the answer.
Hamzat. There's rumors of the Hamzat-Colby fight happening. They're just rumors.
If you watch,
I cannot believe this is how it went out. Did one successful takedown? I don't think so.
Nothing. Over.
That's how it always goes, right? Under.
Great win.
By standing together. I'm in actual shock, and I hope we were on the 2-shot when that happened, because my jaw literally dropped when it happened. I thought they were gonna get it to the end of the round. Sean was gonna be able to reboot a little bit, be like, all right, at least get to the over 2.5.
So
this is
a lot, and here's why this finish is so important too. He is a star over here. He is being treated like a superstar.
The pop when he was landing shots during that fight was, and the classic joke is Bilal Muhammad doesn't really have a ton of fans. he has fans over here. I mean, the pop for him was crazy.
This is big. Belal Muhammad talking to Daniel Cormier. Khabib Nurmagomedov in his corner. Maybe that's a sign of things to come as the night progresses, or as the day progresses, as it were. This is daytime MMA. And Belal talking to DC. Let's see what he does. I think he needs, it's Chimaev or it's Gilbert Burns, nobody else. No Colby, no Usman, no Edwards. Do not waste this call out.
Now, didn't Gilbert just get a fight announced for Brazil?
No.
Oh. I swear I saw something. Maybe it was just rumors.
Somebody said he's fighting Masvidal, but literally...
That's what it was, and it's more rumors.
I
fall on these clickbait rumors, dude. That's what it is.
I mean, I'd be stunned.
Coach Khabib just absolutely killing it so far on the day.
So we're still waiting on what's going to happen here. DC's got to ask him the big question.
Frank, who's he going to call out?
Who do you think, Frank? Yeah.
You know what? It's too close to tell.
I didn't know we were doing
just name a welterweight, Frank. Just name any welterweight.
But I understand DC's trying to waste some time here. We definitely thought this was going into a decision. So.
Oh my God. The funniest part is I was like, I think this one, this is going to be the jinx where every fight is going to a decision. This is the one that's going to ruin me. And you said, I can tell you Belal's not finishing this fight. And sure enough.
I literally just said that. So here we go, DC. Come on. He's asking him.
Right at him.
He's staring right at him. Come on, Belal. Knock it out of the park, baby. You deserve it.
Oh, Jan. I mean,
there we go.
We're going to have to wait on that one. Wow. So that's...
All right, he's calling out. Okay.
I think it's just Leon. I think that's all he did was call out Leon.
No, he called out Leon, and then he said the big bad wolf, Hamzat. He said, I'll fight him at 179. So he threw a little shot.
Okay. That was great. I missed that.
It started off on a bad note. You felt the disappointment in my voice, but he caught himself. He turned it around. I thought this would be a big learning experience for Sean Brady. I think Belal has learned some tricks along the way as well. I mean,
the striking, how can you not be impressed with him? Sean Brady might not be the greatest striker on earth. He usually relies on that wrestling and that grappling. But I mean, to outstrike him like that and get the staying to go on a tough dude, undefeated. Belal Muhammad has cost me an inordinate amount of money in the last 12 months, starting with the Wonder Boy fight, the Luque, and now this. I mean, whoever he fights next, I'm going to have to bet against them again.
All right, so as we all know, the fight that's on the screen right now, if you're watching with us, Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev. This is going to close the show for the vacant lightweight title. Before that, bantamweight title on the line. Aljamain Sterling defends against the former two-time champion TJ Dillashaw. Some crazy stats when it comes to this fight. If you listen to No Bets Barred, we'll probably touch on those the closer we get to the fight. Before that, we got Petr Yan versus Sean O'Malley, another massive fight at 135. Then we get the fight that no one's talking about, but on paper might be the most fun and competitive, closely matched fight on the entire card. Beneil Dariush versus Gamrot. And I got to say, we got to introduce the T-shirt right now.
Oh, let's go.
Kicking off this main
card. Let's go. For everyone out there betting, I mean, you know what to do at this point. I'm having a terrible day so far before the main card starts, and I'm rocking the Manon Fiorot one-of-one shirt. Huge fan of the Beast. My success with wearing T-shirts and supporting fighters has not gone well for me. Thank you, Frank. It typically ends up in a loss. So if you have not got to the window on Fiorot Chookagian, I would recommend maybe a Chookagian by decision with the way my luck's going. But honestly, with the way today is going, all these decisions and then Brady and Belal ending, in the second round, the T-shirt curse is going to get flipped too.
Yes, I'm leaning towards Caitlin Chookagian by decision. If you're going to give me those kinds of odds, even I'm not actually betting any money. You're actually betting real money. I'm not. I just feel like Chookagian by decision is just the easiest play to make unless she's fighting Jessica Andrade or Valentina Shevchenko. But let's make your case. For anybody that's on DraftKings right now, which, by the way, use the code TheMMAHour. Get yourself a little gift.
Plug.
A little bonus, man. I mean, if we're going to play the ponies, you might as well get a little gift in the process. So state your case. Manon Fiorot. You're wearing the T-shirt.
All right, I'm going to state my case for Fiorot with the T-shirt. Afterwards, you're going to give me your reasoning on Chookagian.
Okay.
I love that we have this, divide here between us to kick off this main card. So, Fiorot, what's not to like? I've said this all week. She's 4-0 in the UFC, has yet to lose a round on any judge's scorecards to this point. The striking differential, 4.08 striking differential. Once she gets to this 5th UFC fight and officially goes in the UFC stat books, she's going to be leading in the division all time. Who knows if she'll keep that up in the Chookagian fight? Obviously, she's going to have to get in the stat book at that position. I just think she's going to have just a little bit of a speed advantage on Chookagian. I think she's going to be more aggressive. I think she can mix in those takedowns if she chooses to do so. We saw Hebus have that success against Chookagian. I don't know if that's a route that Fiorot is going to take, if they're just going to stand and strike for the 15 minutes as long as it goes. I mean, this one's probably going to end early too, just to smite all my bets as the way today has been going. But I just think there's these little edges, little advantages, and very close fight. But I am going to go. I'm going to go 30-27, Manon Fiorot. She still remains undefeated on the judges' scorecards for rounds.
Now, you see, we do have whiteboards here, which we'll show you. We'll be scoring the fights throughout. We'll be scoring the fights throughout.
Was that a gasp? Was that you, Frank? Oh, I love that.
It was excitement.
I mean, look at this.
There's the boards. We'll be scoring.
So excited.
We are ready to go. We have
Where
all
did
the
you guys
bells
get
and
these
whistles.
whiteboards?
Where did you get the whiteboards?
A little small company supporting local, Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I never heard of them.
Oh yeah, you should try them out. They're great. 2-day shipping. Not many companies do that. But yeah, we'll be live scoring these fights. We both would have scored that one Brady round 1, but the live odds didn't even reflect that. They had Bilal at -190 after round 1.
It was probably just the way the round ended because Brady started off strong. He's landing the bigger shots. Bilal came on strong at the end. So, I mean, if you wanted to make a case for Bilal, I would listen to it. I'd probably say at the end of the discussion you were wrong. But I understand why the lines were the way they were because Bilal was starting to come on strong. And then the way the second round started, it was a little more of the same, kind of a seesaw effect where the first round, Brady was starting to score. And then Bilal just kind of realized that he had him. He just kind of realized that he had him. And you stated your case for Manon Fiorot.
Yes, I was just about to say, are you getting off the beat because you don't want to give me the explanation for Chookagian?
Your co-host of No Bets Barred says it best. Death, taxes, Chookagian by decision. And that's usually how it works. Now, her missing weight is really, really bad. It's really, really bad because she's already in a place where she's going to have a very hard time getting a title fight. Even though she has done everything you could possibly ask a former challenger to do after suffering a bad loss. And then she ended up suffering another bad loss 2 fights later. But since then, unbeaten. She's got some pretty good names on the resume. Manon Fiorot would be another one. Missing weight just crushes her. It knocks her way back in the discussion. But if she loses today, I mean, that's it. I think all of her title hopes, barring just all luck.
Done. Yeah, done is what you're saying.
Her road's already long with 5-fight win streak and making weight. Now she misses weight and then loses.
Misses weight, added pressure as well.
It's a long time away, but I do feel like the length of Chookagian is great. She might not be the greatest athlete of all time, but here's what I'll say. If this fight is aesthetically pleasing to the eye, Manon Fiorot is going to win. If it's not, Caitlin Chookagian's going to win.
Okay, I like that.
There aren't a lot of Caitlin Chookagian fights in the grand scheme of things. If you put them in a vacuum, each one, that are not that aesthetically pleasing. She's got that dog in her, and I feel like we're going to be taking a one-way trip to Splitty City. Death, taxes, Chookagian.
Oh my gosh! So yeah, if let's say, a Chookagian decision. Yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point on the bets that I have placed for today that I'm just like, we're just gonna have to wait till the end of the day. We're just gonna have to see if the dust settles where we're at.
We're getting an 8-second knockout in this first fight. No,
Chookagian by 8-second knockout. I might have to leave. You might have to finish the stream by yourself.
That's the show, everybody. Thanks for coming. But we will be scoring. We'll have some special guests along the way as well.
Special guests along the way. Do we go ahead and, pull back the curtain on who they are?
Yes. So
do we pull back the curtain fully on who they are and why?
Yes. So here's what we're going to do. I promised you guys some things. I thought it was going to come through.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Unfortunately, Rafael Fiziev.
Wow, maybe a misplaced drum roll from Frank there. That was a little inappropriate.
But don't worry about it. I mean,
kicking the man while he's down. We had a beautiful lightweight contender lined up as a guest for the lightweight championship. We're breaking the news. We're apologizing to the people, and Frank likes to hit a drum roll there. That was classic.
But judging by the reaction to social media for this, I think we're going to come through with a suitable backup, but we're going to watch the man in Fiorot, Caitlin Chookagian fight, just the two of us, MH, GC. We're going to watch this fight together. Then we're going to bring on, if you're a fan of BTL, and I know you are, Drake Riggs, who has been on BTL many times from MMA Mania. He's going to join us for the Beneil Dariush versus Mateusz Gamrot fight. Then for the Fiorot versus Sean O'Malley fight, Shaheen Al-Shadi will join us. Deputy editor, MMAfighting.com.
I mean, if you got deputy in your title, you're must watch at that point. I mean, deputy that's big time stuff.
Absolutely. Then the co-main event, TJ Dillashaw trying to become a 3-time bantamweight champion, fights Aljamain Sterling. Not sure what we're going to do with that. I think we might just watch that one together. Maybe we'll have some fun in between.
Oh, I think we got something cooked up. I think you want to hang around and see what we got going.
Up. And then the main event, because the name that has been brought to our attention more than anybody, it was, once we told them it was going to be you and me, there's one name that everyone kept saying. And it wasn't Ariel Helwani. It wasn't a fighter. New York Rick has gotten over in a big way when it comes to this idea. And guess what? You might get 25 minutes of New York Rick because he's going to join us for the main event.
Don't put that bad juju on me. We can't have this one go 25 minutes. That's
he's going to bless us.
Bless us with his presence.
Yeah.
Even 5 minutes is
Well, Frank, the good news is if me and you can carry our weight in the MMA Hour parlay, we'll get Rick on his pick for that. He picked Islam Makhachev.
Right.
So in real time, if he's the only one that misses, we can give him the grief right then and there.
And that's what I plan on doing, if that happens.
And he seems to be, similar to, our friend Jed Meshew, No Bets Barred, MMA Fighting. He seems to have a fair amount of confidence in Islam Makhachev getting it done, where I feel as if the public is much more leaning on the Charles side. Whether that is just their heart talking, it feels like Charles Oliveira is the fan favorite to get this done.
I would agree with that. The way I view this fight, it's all vibes. To me, it's just, until I see another human being defeat this man on the run that he's on right now, Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev has earned the shot by just pure dominance. Charles Oliveira is defying logic. This doesn't make sense. What this man is doing right now just doesn't make sense. On paper, he should be losing all of these fights. Everything on paper that I'm looking at right now and getting prepared to watch this fight tells me that Islam Makhachev is going to win. But I cannot pick against this man anymore I cannot pick against Charles Oliveira. And I feel like at the end of this, it's going to take a little less than 12 minutes to get it done. Once again, lightweight champion has a name, and it will be Charles Oliveira. And I back this up with no actual technical facts whatsoever. This is just a pure
I don't know if you have to when you're talking about Charles Oliveira, though. It's just he just gets it done. When he fought against Poirier, it was almost like a coronation for Poirier. He was getting all hyped. He's bringing the hot sauce up on stage. He's the betting favorite in that fight. Charles Oliveira gets that one done. Up against Justin Gaethje with the weight issues that he had in that one, people completely wrote him off. I wrote him off as well. I picked Justin Gaethje to win that fight, and right now the UFC broadcast is showing him choking out Justin Gaethje in the first round. However you doubt this man, which people will still continue to do because I'm betting on Islam Makhachev tonight. The doubt is there, but he just continues to prove people wrong time and time again.
Frank, are you picking against Charles Oliveira?
You know what? In this case, I am, just because I feel that I need to back my boy.
Yeah, I like that, Frank. Team player.
That's just loyalty, and I can't argue with that whatsoever. So we're watching all these highlights. We're watching all these fights. Again, we're going to have some fun along the way. We got the cards. We got some other fun things that you're just not going to know. This whole day has been chaos, and I feel like this whole event's going to be chaos, but in the best possible way.
Yeah, the day has been absolute chaos. I mean, to say the least, and it feels like the chaos for this card just got kicked off. It feels like someone, went and turned the chaotic meter. You turned up the volume on the chaos with that last fight with Brady and Beneil. Because, to see that getting finished the way that it did is crazy. And I hope that the craziness continues as we get into the main card. A huge momentum shift for the card. The prelims, Crowd's got to be hyped up now, too, especially to see their boy Beneil get it done like that. They got to be hyped up now. And hopefully Fiorot and Chookagian deliver and keeps it rolling. How would you grade, because one of the sort of under-the-radar names on this card was on the prelims, was Muhammad Makhachev. Biggest favorite on the card by a lot. By a lot. Minus 1,100, closing at minus 1,300 at some books, huge favorite. His performance was lackluster. Going up against the guy in Malcolm Gordon, you definitely have to tamp the expectations. I've been one of the people who's said all week that I think this guy is a serious contender with his youth, with his skill, with his experience, that he's going to be able to fight for a title one day at flyweight. Definitely have, maybe not him, I still think he'll fight for a title, I'll say that, but the speed at which it's going to happen, the trajectory at which it's going to happen, maybe I'm pumping the brakes a little bit on this one. Him to call out for 50 G's from Dana afterward, and the way that he won, and then he said he would kill Royval and Albazi in the same night. It's like, man, you were going up against a guy, Malcolm Gordon, that in 10 of his last 11 fights have gone under 1.5. 9 of them ended in the first round. You would think, as big of a favorite as you are, and with the chaos that Malcolm Gordon brings, which it started out very chaotic in the very beginning of that fight, you would have thought that Makhachev would have been able to get a finish. And not only did he not get I forgot that he did get a finish.
You just ripped the Band-Aid off, man. Just rip it off.
I forgot that he did get a finish right at the very end. Didn't get it in time to catch the flyweight under.
Yes.
He finished Malcolm Gordon. He finished him late, but he was in trouble at a lot. Like, I felt like at multiple times in that fight, he found himself in positions that we have not seen Makhachev in yet.
Yeah, I keep him away from the Brandon Royvals. I keep him away from the Amir Albazis right now. At first, I kind of questioned the build because a lot of people didn't like the Charles Johnson win because of the way his debut went, right? Lands the flying knee on Cody Durden, gets the quick finish. We're like, dude, let's just launch this dude. Let's give him a top 5 guy right now. And then he fights Charles Johnson, who's a newcomer, but hardcore fans know exactly who this guy was. Didn't get the finish. People were disappointed by that. But to me, that performance is like, if there's any fight that's scarier between those two, it was the Charles Johnson fight, because he had 5,000 takedowns.
Yeah.
There's just no time to breathe, no room to breathe whatsoever. This one, I think the guys that really weren't calling him out before, I think that he's going to get a few more people saying his name now. It was still he won the whole fight. Like, he won the first and second rounds.
For sure.
He was winning the third. Got the finish. I mean, look, it was a dominant win, but not minus 1150.
Sure. At the end of the day, he did get his hand raised, and he got it by finish. So you're in a UFC fight. Like, you can't really complain when you win by finish. I guess maybe it is just the expectations that we hold for him. Like, we thought he was just going to run through everyone, and who knows? Maybe he just comes out next fight, maybe similar to the Chimaev Burns, him struggling there, and then coming out against Kevin Holland. I know the situation surrounding that, but I mean, he got 0 significant strikes landed on him. He got zeros across the board. I mean, it couldn't possibly look more dominant. So maybe Makhachev comes out next time and, kind of gets it back on track and gets us believing again.
All right, so we now have
we've gotten Dateline Abu Dhabi. Now we're getting the hype up for the Beast, Chookagian. I'm getting a little nervous. The shirt curse is in play. I'm down a lot of units right now. I mean, this is I can't actually. It's funny that it happens on this watch along. We got our first watch along party, and like, this is one of the worst weeks I'm having in like recent memory.
We are gonna go on an emotional roller coaster ride.
That's what we're gonna do, or we're just gonna keep going down. We started up with the win on Karol Hossa, and it's just been cruising down. Maybe we'll just keep going down, and we'll break some records here and set the standard for as bad as a night can get for me.
Well, let's ease a little tension. Okay, let's ease a little tension.
Please
play some trivia. We're gonna play some trivia.
Yes, please. I got
some trivia questions for a few of these fights, including this one, because I know how much this one means to you specifically because of the man in Fiorot and the shirt and everything else. So these aren't just, your typical questions. We're digging a little deeper. It's multiple choice here. You either pick Chookagian or Fiorot.
Thank God it's multiple choice.
We're going to play a little game called Which Fighter Is It?
Which fighter
Are
is
you
it?
ready?
Couldn't be more ready.
First question.
Frank, you
can play as well. GC, both fighters began martial arts training early on as children, but who started at an earlier age? Was it Caitlin Chookagian or Manon Fiorot?
Caitlin Chookagian.
Frank, what do you think?
Chookagian.
Correct answer? Caitlin Chookagian.
Okay,
4 years old.
I mean,
Manon Fiorot, 7 years old.
She's only got 10 fights on her pro record, so that's kind of why.
It's not a chronological thing. It's like, you know what I mean? It's just who started first.
She looks good on the walkout. I got to say, the braids are looking slick.
Yeah, she's looking focused. All right, question number 2. This fighter made a name for herself as a snowboarder, even winning some titles.
Oh my God.
Frank.
No clue.
Near the Alps, I'm going to go
Well, it's a 50-50 shot.
I'm just
Near
gonna
the
say
option going
Chookagian.
Fiorot.
So we got GC on Fiorot. We
Yeah.
got Frank on Chookagian. The correct answer is Beneil Fiorot.
Oh,
Beneil Fiorot.
She
is
just
the
gets
correct
cooler
answer.
and cooler. I have to say, one of the reasons I like kind of support her, in my free time, every once in a while, I'll pull out the old iPad, a little Duolingo, something like that. Learn a little French,
There you go.
Bonjour, merci. So that's why, I went to Paris this summer, checked out Cyril Gane's gym while I was there. So the French thing, there's not a ton of French fighters in the UFC. That's why I kind of, support her the way she is. Only the second Parisian in the UFC, so.
All right. Well, GC, we got another question here.
Please.
Between the two fighters, only one fight night bonus has been won. Who got it?
That was Chookagian.
Nah, it was Fiorot.
Frank?
Chookagian for sure.
Correct answer. Caitlin Chookagian,
Wow.
fight of the night in her most recent bout against Amanda Hebos.
Yes, that was, damn.
No performance bonus for her first two finishes.
I was going to
which
say,
is stunning.
two knockouts.
It's kind of surprising. All right, we got one more question.
Yeah.
One more question. Who captured two different MMA pro titles prior to going to the UFC? Who captured two different MMA pro titles prior to going to the UFC? Is it Beneil Fiorot? Is it Caitlin Chookagian? Or Frank, is it both of them?
You know what? I'm gonna go with both of them.
You gave us the option. I'm going to go with both of them. This is a mind game that you're playing, and
It's a
you're playing
little
it
crowded choice. You gotta pick something.
I mean, we got to do that because we're trying to ease tension, right? Yes, it is both. Both is the correct answer. Chookagian did it both, won both of her titles in CFFC, flyweight title. The last fight she had before she went to the UFC, she won the bantamweight title, made her debut in the UFC as a bantamweight, defeating Lauren Murphy. Beneil Fiorot won the EFC and UAE Warriors flyweight titles. And here she is, maybe earning an opportunity to fight for a UFC title. So we're about to get there. Let's go to a tail of the tape.
Might as
How about
well.
a tail of the tape?
Yeah, let's see what we're looking
A
at.
tail of the tape right here. Look
Intense
at that.
music. I mean, this music is intense. Look at
There
that.
we go. Obviously, the experience factor with Caitlin Chookagian. Caitlin's got her by
taller, a
a
little
year.
bit reach here.
Yep.
Got the range.
The one thing that was incorrect about this graphic is Caitlin Chookagian missed weight. But listen, we are trying to ease tension. We're trying to get in good spirits.
I messed that up. But that's on me. I did make that graphic.
No, listen, we're easing tension.
You're right.
We're easing tension right
You're
now.
right.
So what is the actual bet you have on this fight?
Just
is this a straight play?
Beneil Fiorot money line. I gotta get full support here.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look at this.
The woman from France. Let's rock a beret action. Let's really get this done. Let's get the merch going, and let's really jinx Manon here. I mean, if you,
the beret's all one size fit all, or
I think I just got the perfect size head, Frank.
look at that.
I think that's the answer. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the giant gong behind me, Frank, but
Yeah, people are asking about that.
yeah, I don't know how many bets we're gonna end up cashing because we haven't been doing so great so far, if I'm being honest with you.
Can
but
we do it on each leg of the MMA Hour parlay?
yeah, that's actually
Just so we
a
can get
good
a couple
idea if we
strikes in
can. Well, we have one right here in this one as well. We have the over 1.5 in this. But yeah, anytime we can cash it, we can go ahead and hit the gong.
There we go. The gong is here, and it sounds spectacular. We had a little practice run earlier, and
Oh, man,
the
it
gong was
is.
rung, and it was
I
fantastic.
teach you guys how to hit a gong.
Yeah, Frank, sort of explain that. You said the way I did it was
shouldn't
disrespectful.
Strike it with all your energy. Like, let it ring out. It's a beautiful instrument you got there. By the way, did we have that sitting around the Vox studio, or did you get that from the old AZ?
No, this is Vox. This is SB Nation.
That's
This
so
is what
awesome,
we're working with.
man.
Yeah, so we got my bets up there. Beneil Fiorot money line. The over 2.5 is actually dead now. It died with that Brady Bilal over 2.5. I parlayed that up. So yeah, we'll see what we get here, man. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's a great week to make my debut for how well I'm doing on the bets. I hope everyone faded me.
So, I mean, I'm not going to reveal it yet, but you know how we had like special guests lined up in certain orders?
Yeah.
It looks like we got a change.
A change.
It looks like we have a change.
Wow.
I think you guys are going to like this.
Did I
think you guys are gonna like
Do I have
this.
this in some sort of messaging that I can
Yes.
see
Yes, you can.
what it is? There it is. Sweet.
See?
I just saw it.
I think that's good.
Main
and
event?
from what I understand, yes. And from what I understand, this person is actually at a physical watch party So he's going to jump into our like virtual watch party.
I love it.
In the midst of a physical watch party. And he said, from what I understand, might be a little rowdy.
Might be a little rowdy. Does that mean he's hyped up for the fights or he's been drinking?
No. I mean, no, I think it's just there's an eclectic group of very hyped people.
Oh, I love it.
So we're going to get like a full crowd reaction. All right, here we go. Jason Herzog, professional referee, A+. Here we go. And
how's the beret look? Am I wearing this right? Experts
you look
out there.
spectacular, dude.
French, not even French, maybe just like a nice fall outfit. I feel like it's much to one side, but...
All right, here we go. As you can see, you could follow along live with us. There's the clock. And big one. Ooh, man, with a nice right hand right off the bat. And Chookagian's doing her... What was the parlay? What was the parlay you and Jed did the last time Caitlin fought? Was the Kia parlay?
Yeah.
It was her and who else? Who was the other fighter?
I'm having a hard time remembering. We sweat that out, though. I mean, the funniest thing is...
Andrew Lee, right?
Yes.
That's who it was.
So the funniest thing is I actually like betting on Caitlin Chookagian. I actually like betting on her by decision. That's sort of been the bread and butter. But this is, I wish Manon had got to go up against Andrade. Tough matchup, scary matchup in Paris. But... alas, here we are, 280.
I like that oblique kick by Manon.
Yeah.
A lot of people feel that's a little...
I like them closing the distance like this.
Yeah, I mean, she looks athletic. Does it make you look more athletic when you got the cut up your shorts, so they look more free flowing? Like Oliveira does it. Like I feel like it's a move, and you look more athletic. Like I think Cheeto Vera does it as well.
Yeah, I feel like if you just looked at the two of them in the shorts, you'd feel like if anyone's going to land a head kick knockout, it's going to be Manon.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
what if Chookagian wrestles right now? That's what I want to see. I want to see Manon off of her back.
Takedown defense. I'd be impressed if Chookagian gets her on her back.
Okay, that could be a big. But Caitlin's not a big takedown shooter. I mean, she will if she needs them. Like she did a lot against Antonina Shevchenko, but. I mean, Manon's swinging, and I like it.
Oh, she's aggressive. That's what I support here.
All right.
What's that about, Frank?
What was the
Just responding to that knee that got pulled back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like that. Good insight from you.
Definitely. Only the best.
Little push kick to the body.
Both.
I mean, this is a Chookagian. If this is the fight for the next 12 minutes,
then that's exactly what I expected it to be.
Okay.
Like it is. That is a Caitlin Chookagian fight written all over it.
Yeah, and you feel like this, if it goes this way the whole time, you feel like you'll be still confident when it goes to the cards.
All right, so here's the worst part. My confidence was never like overwhelmingly high.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like our little fall Super Bowl for MMA. Like I had to have action everywhere. I was gonna take Fiorot anyway. So like I wasn't sky high on the confidence. I wasn't like this is a lock or anything. Like Krylov under.
Look at that. A record broken for Caitlin Chookagian. Passes Roxanne Modafferi most fight time in UFC flyweight history.
That's a
2 hours, 48 minutes and change.
For Chookagian, too.
Wow. I feel like because that's a crazy stat when you compare with Roxy.
Yeah.
Because Roxy had all those different runs. Yeah.
It also doesn't hurt that Chookagian goes to decision almost every time.
That's true.
That helps her.
About 2 minutes left in the round. It's 50-50 so far. I mean, this is the Chookagian type of pace right here.
It's also like it's tough to tell if like any of them is really landing significant damage.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I think honestly,
a couple good pops in there.
Yeah. Sure.
I think.
Oh, there we go. There's a nice shot.
Wow.
Speaking of pops,
big front kick by Caitlin Chookagian. Man,
in a round that's this close, that can be the deciding factor. That can be what gets it for Chookagian.
Because I was just gonna say, I actually thought the most significant strike to that point was the very first punch Manon landed.
Yeah.
But that changed.
Yeah.
But man, it ate that thing, man.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was impressive.
Now, do we ever think that Chookagian just doesn't have much power all around?
But she hasn't really shown it in the UFC, but she's finished women on the regional scene.
Also, like you eat a kick to the face. Like I don't really care who's the one doing the kicking. That's tough to go
mandatory kick to the face.
Yeah. That was pretty nasty. It was perfectly timed. Not a weapon I expected to see out of Caitlin, for being honest. Under a minute to go. Ooh!
Chookagian looks good, man. The T-shirt curses.
Caitlin, the nice right hand over the top. Get the whiteboards ready. This is a close round. This last 30 seconds could decide it here. Is true or false? Manon Fiorot wins this fight, she's definitely getting a title shot.
No. I think if she wins like a close 29-28, I think you have to wait and see what's going on with Andrade.
Yeah, she's fighting Lauren Murphy.
Taylor Santos
in January.
too. Taylor Santos, you could arguably, make that argument that she won the fight against Valentina Shevchenko at 275. She's obviously still a player in this division.
Would you be opposed if the winner fought Alexa Grasso next?
No, I don't think so.
First round over.
First round in the books. I hate to do it, but
It's
yeah.
close.
I think it's a very close round. I think I edged it to Chookagian. That's a nice shot from Fiorot watching the replays. I'm going to go 10-9. 10-9 Chookagian.
All right. We got to make it official.
Yeah. I'm just going to write Chook for short, just a little CH.
It's like it's like match game right now.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make it look good. There it is, the reveal. It is 10-9.
Yep, there it is.
I can't believe I'm doing this in the
There it
beret,
is.
in my shirt.
What
And-
penmanship, Mike?
Dude,
Wow.
one thing that is going to be shown to its full capacity of these whiteboards is that I write like a child. My 9-year-old has way
Mine
better
is,
penmanship
what do we
than I
think?
do.
What are we rating the handwriting on a
Connor,
scale of 1 to 10?
like you're 9, you lost confidence and you needed to double it up. I don't know.
Maybe that's.
What do you think, Frank? Scale of 1 to 10, what are we rating the handwriting?
Not my favorite. Not my favorite.
That's not a number, 1 to 10.
3.
Wow.
a 3?
How quickly I did it too? That's what you're gonna give me, a 3?
Yeah, man.
Everything is going against me today. I mean, from the second I opened my eyes this morning.
Frank, how'd you score that?
I had a 10-9 as well.
Nice. 10-9 who?
So we're sweet. So all 3 judges. So we got 3 judges here. All right.
I love that. I love the 3 judges.
We could have like in studio Splitty City.
So 26-20, a slight outstriking by Chookagian there. I think that I don't know actually. I wonder what the judges said.
I mean, if we had open scoring. Nope. Not going down that road. We're not going down that road. All
was
right,
that a nice
man.
shot or did she trip?
It just looked like a really powerful leg kick. You
Yeah.
can see that Caitlin Chookagian's left leg is getting a little red and rosy.
Yeah.
Chookagian's looking for that front kick again. I think it's there. I think it's going to be there for her.
Let's see if Fiorot can adjust to it.
She's not a huge physical risk taker in that regard, but
Yeah.
I do think that that's open. But I do love that oblique kick from Manon.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's a cheap move? I've asked different fighters, it's 50-50 about the
Oh,
oblique
you think
kick.
so? The fighters say that, huh?
Some do.
I actually
Some
didn't know
do.
that. I didn't know that was an opinion.
Yeah, if you ask Robbie Lawler, he's like, nah, dude, it's
Yeah.
fighting. But other fighters think it's kind of cheap.
I would say no, just because I've never even really thought into it too much.
Yeah, like the little push kick to the below the knee.
Yeah.
'Cause you could
really mess someone up like that.
100%. 100%.
I said nothing has gone right for me today. By the way, nice combo there from Beneil Dariush. Over my shoulder, I don't know if you see that right there. That red tree, Nottingham Forest. Big win over Liverpool today. Sorry to, really getting off the track there. Back to the fight, but I had to give a shout out.
I got to say, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a little Premier
Should I get
League.
into it, though?
It's a little football. You should get into it. If you're going to be a fan, you're going to be a fan of Nottingham Forest.
If you
All
like
right.
losing,
If I like losing.
Wow,
I
Frank.
mean, it's still a great team.
We're just
but-
trying to avoid relegation.
Listen, I'm from Boston. I mean, we haven't, the last, couple decades have been pretty good, but before that, it's been a rough go.
Sure.
It's been a rough go. We know how to lose. Jed says this beautifully. It's great to learn how to win well, but it's almost as important to lose well.
Yeah.
And Boston knew how to win and lose spectacularly.
Oh yeah. As an Atlanta sports fan, I've learned to lose a lot in my life. I'm really learning to lose a lot today too. But so far, halfway through this round, I scored for Fiorot. I think
All
she's
right.
definitely opened it up a little bit more in round 2.
She's got Chookagian guessing a little bit more. But Chook's countering really well. She's really good at that.
Also, shout out to Alex in the back. I mean, we've got this timer set up.
The
It's
goats.
tough. It's tough to
It's-
get it right
it's
on the money. It is
fantastic.
on the money. We are
Literally on
second
the
to
money.
second.
Yeah.
This
Nobody
we are
counted him
live
in or
reacting
anything.
with
He
this.
just naturally closed his eyes and he was like, "This round has started." I'm like, "Cool."
Dude's killing it. The The beret feels a little flat. Does the puff up look better?
No, the puff up does not look better.
It felt a little flat. I think this is a nice middle ground. I think I found the middle ground.
It actually looked good before.
It felt a little flat.
Should we poll the YouTube?
Yes, please.
It
Should
felt
it be
a little
puffy
flat.
or flat?
Yeah. But let's, Joe, if we can.
Oh,
set up a
all right.
poll in the
I like
back.
that combo from Chookagian landing
Puffy
with
or
that high
flat?
kick. I feel like Mannon's landing. Like I feel like Chookagian's throwing more, but I feel like Mannon's landing more in this round. I like that little jab. Oh, all right. We're
I like
some
the
spins.
attempt.
We're
I like the
gonna- a little
attempt at
spin and stuff?
the spinning back fist,
All right.
but
75 seconds to go
a
here.
large swing and a miss. It feels like she's working in with that, getting into the leg and then moving in for a punch. Like it feels like
I like that left hand.
she's just going in strictly with her right side when she goes in on that leg.
Yes. 56 seconds left, as you can see on your screen right now. We don't want, listen, if you're here for me to play John Anik, well, it would be an honor to do
you
so.
can't do that, no.
I gotta do that, but we're gonna talk about what we see. Any significant moments in these rounds?
Of course.
We'll
Have a
tell you
discussion. It's
about
kind of
it.
like we're at home watching the fight.
We're here for you.
I mean, I'm typically locked in like this. Yeah, you can see my knee bouncing and everything, especially in a fight that leaning towards it's going to be 1-1 going into round two. That was a nice shot by Chookagian there.
Oh, but that right hand was real nice from Manon. 22 seconds left. Frank, what are the YouTubers saying right now about the hat?
So between fluffy or flat, the answer was 69% yes.
Come on, man.
When the
What is
poll got
this?
put in there, it
Who's
was
our
a-
pollster back there? What is this?
It was a group effort.
I mean, that's a shameful.
Final seconds are on. All right, grab the pen.
I think for me, I'm going Fiorot there.
I don't know. I gotta think about this one.
As he's writing, he's already written down what he's going with. So
As again, you're gonna see I write like a child. So there we go. I'm supporting my boy. Close enough round.
I think we go 10-9 Fiorot there. It's 19-19 heading in. As you can see, the previous we had it 10-9 prior. Now that goes 19-19. I think we both have it 19-19 heading in to round number 3.
I promise it says 10-9 Fiorot and then it says 19s.
Yeah.
So
I'll
there we
just
go.
trust you on that because of your handwriting.
I ain't lying. Yeah, I have terrible handwriting. Yes, if you didn't know, I interviewed Rose Namajunas a couple months ago, and she said some very interesting things. She said that she had one thing coming up this year that she couldn't tell anybody about. A little Thug Rose doc. You excited for this?
I'm down, man. I'm down. I am a Thug Rose fan, so I will definitely be watching that. Curious to know what the live odds are now?
Yes, I am. Who's favored, Manon?
Heavily.
Really?
Heading into round 3, Manon Fiorot, minus 390 on DraftKings Sportsbook. Caitlin Chookagian coming back at plus 295.
Wow, there it is.
Oh, there's another updated. Now it's
Right on the
minus
screen.
335.
I think it's 19s.
I think it's 19s too. Is Manon taking over? Let's hope so.
Maybe, again, maybe we're looking at it the same way we looked at the
By the way, Frank,
Bilal Muhammad fight. Go ahead.
I'll save it all for the post on the gong strikes.
As
but,
you should.
The over 1.5 for the MMA Hour parlay. Real sharp action there. We'll go ahead and check that guy off.
Nice.
2 down. It's up to you and Rick now, Frank.
We got this.
What's Frank's pick again?
Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw over 2.5.
Oh, God, I love that.
Manon Fiorot
That's a
down to
great
minus
pick.
540 on the live line. Hate that.
Frank, how are the YouTubers scoring this fight? Are they all pretty much in agreement with us that it's 19-19?
Okay.
We're all judges. I mean, look,
It
he's probably going to dig back through
sounds like they
through the
are. It
chat.
sounds like they are.
He's probably going to dig right back through the comments there. So
No, I mean, he knows what he's doing. All right, so minute and a half into this third round, it feels like you can't really split them up.
Yeah, because it seems like most of the judges that are in the media that get flashed on the screen all the time seem to agree with us. So
You ever made it onto a UFC broadcast?
yeah, I've made it on.
Yes, you have.
I've been on a few times.
Now, did you strategically tweet it to try and get on?
No.
Okay, all right. I know some people like
There are significant personality changes when the fights are on and they're off. 100%.
I could not care less about getting on the broadcast. I mean,
I'll hashtag
would.
like. At first, I was like, yeah, it's cool to see it because like my like little brother would text me and everything.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I would just tweet stuff and forgot.
I actually love seeing other people on it. I'm like, oh wow, I know him.
When our staff's up there, when I see Shaheen gets a lot of love.
Shaheen, Jed Mashu, Jedi Goodman, and a big fan of the MMA Hour. He gets on pretty constantly.
But I will say this: you could have your tweet on the broadcast all you want, but Damon Martin's name has been said on the broadcast a whole bunch because they mistook Damon Jackson for Damon Martin. Paul Felder especially, when Damon Jackson fights, kept calling him Damon Martin from MMAfighting.com.
Shout out to Damon Martin.
Shout out to Damon Martin, who helped facilitate our very special guest for the main event, which we will reveal. So you're going to have to stay with us because I ain't telling you
I'll say something. I'll say something about him. Give him a little hint. He's held UFC gold at one point.
He has held UFC gold.
That's all we're going to know.
Gold.
2 minutes left in this fight. In my opinion, it feels like Fiorot is turning it on.
I think so as well.
It feels like she is kind of taking this over as the fight has gone on.
I like Chook going to the body, though. Fiorot's trying to answer back.
Man, it would have been really cool if that Brady Bilal had gone over 2.5.
I know if we look at, it's just a hard-nosed battle, man. Like, it's not, Fiorot's getting a little grimy in there.
But I mean, man, is this going to a decision like, wow, that was a nice little flurry of punches there from
What were the odds on this fight just going to the cards?
I want to say it was minus 300.
That's probably the safest bet on this entire card. But we've said that.
What? Yeah, we're saying this and someone's about to get flatlined. I think she was just ducking a punch.
Yeah, it was the peripherals.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're watching a fight and your peripherals make it think that it's something that it's not, or like if the announcers overreact to something. Nice right hand there from Fiorot.
Yeah.
Overreact to something and you like come running back in. There's a takedown that's absolutely beautiful there, Manon.
She's in good position too.
If she can hold this for the rest of the round, I think this fight is hers.
Oh man.
I think this fight is hers if she can hold it. That's huge. Oh,
Look at you!
Oh my gosh!
All right, 40 seconds.
Here in the end.
A little scramby. 37 seconds to go.
Who had the more takedowns in Chookagian Fiorot than Brady Muhammad? Because that's fairly surprising there.
Yeah.
Wow. Round 3 significant strikes, 23-23. Does that takedown feel critical at all? She didn't get a ton of control time, and she obviously did no damage with it.
Yeah, she did nothing.
Nice little body kick by Chookagian.
It's super close, man. Like I feel like Fiorot has done enough here. But I mean, Chook's landed some good shots too.
Oh, for sure. Man, Chook has whiffed pretty hard a few times. Oh, I like that knee. I like that knee. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say 29-28. Beneil Fiorot.
It's the squeakiest marker ever.
What, do you not like that?
For the
Is that bad for the audio?
Sorry,
are you pumping in noise? Because I'm not hearing any in here. 29-28.
Oh man.
Une femme de français. I don't know if that is the French woman, but la femme de français. I shouldn't be putting my French to the test here on the show, but 29-28, I think she did exactly what I needed her to do.
I will say it's much tougher to score fights when you're in a situation like this where
of course, yeah. You want to know the final stats?
Yeah, I would love to.
One takedown for Fiorot, none for Chookagian. We got 81 to 71 significant strikes, Manon. And remember, Chookagian was up 26-20 going to the first round, after the first round. So
let's see. By the way,
I'm nervous right now. My heart's definitely beating a little bit more than normal.
The buff man looking spectacular.
All right, here we go.
Let's see what we got here. Frank, how'd you score this? Same as us?
Same.
All right. Buffer. Let's see. It's a unanimous. 29-28. Just watch Con.
Here we go.
There it is.
I knew it.
There it is.
I didn't even need to say it.
29-28. We're professional judges, baby. All right, this one's for the over 1.5. That's nice and easy. That's nice and easy because that's one a big chalky play the MMA Hour parlay they've done. This is for Beneil Fiorot. Let's get a nice big gong hit there. I mean,
hey, If you weren't awake, you're awake now.
I was nervous we weren't going to get one of those. We got 2 right off the bat that early.
There we go. Nicely done. Congratulations.
I mean, it's just that, that's what she does. I mean, are we talking title shots soon?
She's in the mix. Now, obviously we have...
literally a croissant.
Sorry, what was that, Frank?
So literally a croissant in your hand right now.
Did you hear the crunch?
Did you want some of this?
I mean, no.
I got one for you, Mike. There you go, man.
No? All right, I'll take a bite. I'll take a bite.
Look at him supporting Beneil Fiorot. I mean, look at this.
All right.
How
Cheers.
Good. Cheers, my brother.
You guys touching croissants too.
And this is good news for you. I won't eat the whole thing, obviously. This is an audio nightmare for the audience at home.
Actually, we can't hear it much. So.
But
because delicious and it's soft and not. It's
actually a great croissant.
Tremendous.
Shipped over from Paris this morning, fresh from a Parisian bakery. Just the flakiest thing the flakiest croissant I've ever eaten in my life. I'm absolutely covered in debris at this point, but she did what she needed to do. I mean, cheers to her. And great news for you, Frank. I don't have to change my shirt now. Is the shirt curse dead, Frank?
Frank, you would know this better than me.
I guess we lost Frank, but the good news for Frank.
We're bringing in a guest.
Ah, yes. The man of the hour, Drake Riggs. Birthday coming up for Drake Riggs.
I wanted to, real quick, I just got a message from Abu Dhabi.
It's an important message.
Jose Youngs wanted to share that he wants to tell everybody on this watch along that he says hello from Abu Dhabi.
Thank you, Jose.
Yeah, see? And then Joe Pyfer pops on the screen.
Oh, Joanna.
And there's Joanna on J-Check.
Styling in the sequence. There, I love it.
Pyfer must be having the time of his life right now.
I mean, this was a mistake.
All right.
I might have to do a t-shirt change anyway, Frank. I don't know if you heard.
The swiping of the t-shirt sounds great.
I don't know. Yeah, I said I wasn't a chest bump guy, but I definitely am a swiper. Do we have a lint roller? I could
a
really
lint roller. Yeah, let me get that for you.
I mean, the flakiness of that. I mean,
you need an ottoman too to put your feet up? What's going on?
No, I can just use the coffee table. Dude.
Okay.
Don't even worry about it.
Listen, I was asking for an iron or a dryer.
I know. Mike thinks Vox Studios is.
I forgot Vox was also a hotel, right?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I won't explain.
Though I will say, had you gotten to me earlier, I could have brought my steamer in.
So we have a special guest going to join us in a moment, but we're going to welcome our guest, and then we're going to give the folks some time, because for those who listen to No Bets Barred, fantastic podcast, with Connor and Jed Michoud. There's a lot of action on this card between the two of you guys. Jed has action on almost every single fight on this card. You stayed away from a specific fight on this main card, okay? And it's this upcoming fight, which is coming up right now, between Beneil Dariush and Mateusz Gamrot. There's no bets, no nothing until now. And you have a fantastic idea how to do this.
So what we're going to do?
We want to get you all involved. Connor, share it.
Yes, I mean, we have to get the chat involved in this one. So, yeah, like I mentioned, it's sort of the Super Bowl of MMA, at least for the fall. This feels big. It feels like a big event. I wanted to have action down on every single fight. I wasn't able to get anything down for this one. I kind of leaned underdog, but I didn't know. So what I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take this out of my own hands. I'm going to let the chat decide. So what I say we do is we decide whether or not we go Gamrot or Dariush. Then we go by KO, submission, or decision. And then if it's a finish, then we decide round 1, 2, or 3. So I'm putting my hard-earned money in. Is this a smart idea? Putting my hard-earned money in the chat's hands.
Just one fighter or the other?
No, we're going to go one fighter or the other, and then how they win. If it's a finish, then I want the round as well. I'm only putting $10 down. We're not talking, But you guys can buy me lunch tomorrow if you can get this done.
So right now, Mateusz Gamrot is a minus 260 favorite. Beneil Dariush coming back at plus 220. So it's a chat bet.
Chat bet.
Chat bet.
I mean, does it get better than a chat bet?
Yeah. We need another mini gong for the chat bet.
Yeah.
Moving forward. Write that down.
It's going to be tough to hit it.
So we're going to let you guys cast a vote on that. While we do that, let's bring in our special guest. If you are a fan of Between the Links, you've seen this guy many times. He has brought, this includes Brian Campbell, who's come on the show a couple of times. He might have brought the biggest following of fans to BTL. And Jed has had a hard time trying to beat this man. I would call a cheap win. And moving forward, this guy is going to be my tag team partner. We're going to take on AK and Kristen King, and we're going to beat him, and we're going to become the BTL tag team champions. I'm happy to welcome in my good friend from MMA Mania. Let us say hello to Drake Riggs. Drake, welcome to the program, sir. How are you?
What is up, guys? Good to be here. Some morning fights with Mike and Connor. Can't beat it. Appreciate you. It's an honor and privilege to be here, you guys. And yeah, Mike, I know we still got a team up. I'm waiting to get a belt back since you took mine from me. So I need a new one.
Yeah, and then I vacated, and now Phoenix Carnivale's back being the champion, and the confusion has returned on BTL. So, Drake, what has been the biggest takeaway for you from this card thus far? I know the prelim started a little slow, ended with some fireworks. Big win for Manon Fiorot there. What has been your biggest takeaway thus far heading into this fight?
I think it's probably got to be Beneil, which is kind of an easy answer, right? I mean, I don't know, the guy, I've been very impressed with him throughout this current run that he's on, aside from, kind of the weird Leon Edwards fight, which was an eye poke. And he was doing all right in that one, but I think clearly losing. But he just looked great against Sean Brady and didn't even need his wrestling. That was kind of the thing that stood out to me. We knew that they were both very good wrestlers, so maybe it will cancel out. And that's essentially what happened, aside from Brady trying a bit more, but not having very much success with it. Just Beneil, I think he's really kind of leveling up, and Habib in his corner looks to have helped, at least in some ways, more than not. So I think he's ready for one more before a title shot. I've been really impressed with Beneil, so I think that might be the easy answer, Mike. But if it's the right one, then I'm going to go with it.
I think it's a pretty good answer right now.
Drake, what's going on, man? It is great to finally meet you. I've heard so much, and now we finally get to get virtually, at least, face-to-face.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good to meet you as well. I know Mike saying some very kind things about the following here. I don't deserve it, and I don't know what's up with it. Kind of culty, but hey, I guess I just have that thing about me. So
one thing he did tell me is your love for women's MMA. I'm rocking the Manon Fiorot shirt here. Big win for her right there. What'd you think of that fight?
I'm not very surprised by it. I think it had a little bit more action, honestly, than I expected it to. And, some people probably didn't find it the most exciting, as they typically don't with Caitlin Chookagian fights. But I enjoy her for the most part, as well as Manon, who I've been on the hype train big time since she got into the UFC. And it's kind of slowed down a bit in my eyes, despite even this win and the last one against Jennifer Maia, which both, great names to have under the belt. But yeah, she looked fine, looked good. Didn't kind of blow me away or anything, but that is kind of the problem, though, considering Alexa Grasso's win last week, I think, was probably a little bit better than that one, at least in terms of if you're going to look at the scores. And that was a competitive fight, I thought, too, but a little bit clearer than this one. And you can equate Araujo and Chookagian to maybe not as Chookagian being better than Araujo, kind of play that MMA math game there, right? But I don't know. I'm very curious to see now where the UFC goes with the top contender, because I feel like Grasso is still the right answer in this case. But Fiorot, hey, she got the job done, so you can't really fault her for that.
Where are we at with this chat bet right now?
Yeah, Drake. So if you didn't hear on the way in, we are entrusting the chat to decide who I'm going to bet on here. We're under a little bit of a time constraint, as Mateusz Gamrot is already in the octagon. Mm-hmm. So I'm trusting them. It looks like Dariush has just slightly edged out Mateusz Gamrot at 52% of the votes.
Go.
I mean, how fantastic is that? 52% as he makes his walk here. Now the question is, do we go KO, sub, or decision?
Decision seems safe.
Well, here's the thing. I think we're about to fire it off, and we're gonna let the chat decide.
Yeah. Let's see what they say.
Let me get the old DK app up. Be ready to go on this one.
All right, so while we do that, let's bring up the tail of the tape, shall we, for this fight between Beneil Dariush and Mateusz Gamrot. Beneil Dariush, you just kind of want to see something good happen for this man.
Now, I have to say proudly, I think I got the weights right on this.
Nailed it. I
nailed it. 156 for each. A weird thing, I don't know if this means anything, but all the guys in the red corner on the left were 33, except for Piotr Jan.
How about that? That makes the graphics a little bit easier.
Yeah, it did make it easier. Yeah, but just a weird thing. All right, now here we go. We're getting the vote now. I'm going to vote myself. I'm going to vote by decision. Overwhelmingly decision so far at 63. So it looks like we're going to take Beneil by decision.
Yeah,
unless something crazy happens in this poll.
I like that bet a lot. I think that makes a lot of sense. So you go ahead and make that bet. While we do that and we await Dariush getting into the cage, and we wait Bruce Buffer for the intros. We got trivia, Drake. We got trivia. So
Ooh.
Connor's going to make his bet. So it'll be Drake versus Mysterious Frank.
Oh, I can still answer. Don't you worry.
All right, Connor's going to
I'm almost done.
All right, bring it.
By decision, plus 350, 10 smackers, 10 bones
I like
on
it.
The bet
It's a fish. It's
has
official.
been placed.
The gong could be ringing.
Chat, please don't let me down. I can get a nice lunch with this tomorrow. I mean, what are we thinking? You'll be around in the city tomorrow. We can go get a nice
Some
lunch.
wings, dude.
Yeah, wings on me if this
Oh,
is.
look at the poll now.
That's the promise
uh,
I'm making.
getting a little
switched?
closer.
Oh no, is it already getting closer? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's so close.
But
They're saying-
it's a time
It's
constraint.
already
a time
locked in. I
constraint. They
shouldn't have
skipped
jumped the
the
Man, you gotta
Oh
give,
my
you
God,
gotta give
KO is
people
now
time,
leading.
you know?
So I'm technically going against the chat here. I can't believe I did this. Watch Beneil KO. Do you think there was an overflow of the KO?
I think so, but I mean, again, we can't mess with Father Time. Father Time gets us every time. All right, first question. This fighter had over 300 wrestling matches before transitioning over to MMA. Was it Gamrot or Dariush Drake?
I'm gonna say Dariush there.
I'm gonna go Gamrot.
Frank.
I'm on Dariush.
Correct answer is Mateusz Gamrot.
Oh my gosh, winner.
Is
What
Mateusz
am I, 3
Gamrot.
for 1 on these things?
Question 2. Of these two fighters who are about to fight, who had the longer streak of finishing their victories to start their MMA career, which means most amount of wins without going to a decision to start their careers? Was it Dariush or was it Mateusz Gamrot?
Mateusz Gamrot.
Drake.
KSWW champ.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Gamrot as well.
I'm gonna say Dariush.
Correct answer. Beneil Dariush.
Wow.
8
Thank
in a
you.
row,
Thank you.
including his UFC debut.
Wow.
Then he lost his second UFC fight by KO, and then finished his next opponent, Anthony Rocco Martin. First decision, Diego Ferreira. That was his first decision win. Next question. Which one of these two fighters has fought to a draw throughout their careers?
Oh my
Frank,
gosh.
Dariush.
Drake,
Yeah, Dariush.
Connor.
Gamrot.
It's Beneil Dariush.
Aye.
Beneil Dariush.
Wow. I'm
Do you
hitting
want
a
to
rough
switch seats,
stretch.
Connor? Is that
Evan
where we're at?
Dunham. Evan Dunham was the opponent. Who?
Sorry, what'd you say, Frank?
Do you want to switch seats? Is that where we're at now? Or?
We got.
Honestly, yeah. Can we open the door? Maybe change some lighting.
All right.
You know, the
We'll do one more quick one, all right? Who has landed more significant strikes in a single UFC fight? Gamrot or Dariush?
Dariush.
Drake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dariush. I mean, he's had more fights, so process of elimination there.
Frank.
Dariush. The round has started.
Yes.
Ooh.
A big shot from Gamrot.
The
Right?
correct answer is Dariush, but also Gamrot, because they both landed 81.
Wow, that's a fun.
Oh wow.
Yes, Dariush did it in the draw against Evan Dunham, and Gamrot did it in his most recent fight against Arman Sarukian, my favorite fight of the year. It won't win fight of the year, but it's my favorite fight of the year.
Salt and pepper looking good on Beneil.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Gamrot already going for the takedowns. This
Ooh.
Drake, I feel like.
I mean, this
Wow.
is Scramble City.
Yeah, this much like you.
Yep.
Wow.
I was waiting for this.
This is
Yeah.
very similar to
I mean,
that
this is
Sarukian
amazing.
fight, like right
Oh.
off the bat. I mean, this is just
This is exactly what I wanted.
it's chaotic scrambling. I mean, look at this position right now.
Somersaults.
This is
It's insane. We tried to tell you that like this is
yes,
the most.
This was the most fight.
This is the most
slept on fight of the
guessy
card.
Oh my
Drake,
goodness.
I feel like this fight is the Ryzen card of this weekend of this card. Like not getting any love. No
Right.
one's talking about it, but
Great comparison.
yeah. Did you see the face? I mean, no one was talking about this fight. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
You want to know a little behind the scenes here, Drake? Mike was like, if you want to butter Drake up, talk Ryzen.
Yep, this
He's
is
like,
true.
"You
So, fantastic comparison. I know, Ryzen 39 going down later tonight. So, some
You're staying
great
up for it.
fights on that one.
Mateusz
as well.
Gamrot's
We'll
fight
see.
here
We'll
is-
see. We
blood
usually do.
Is on everyone here.
I'm sorry, one
Yeah,
more time.
I think it's the ear, maybe.
Yeah, this is Mateusz Gamrot's ear getting very bloody.
that salt and pepper of Dariush just gets better as.
I mean, it looks great. As a man, you know,
Dude, catching the kick.
being bold yourself. and
Dariush
then
just took
as
a-
a man losing my hair. It's salt and pepper's nice.
Dariush took a big breath, man. He just took a big deep breath.
Yeah, can you make it this 15?
Oh,
It's been out for a while.
I mean, these
Oh, I don't know what he's
these
trying to do
scrambles
something.
are crazy.
looks
This looks like they're
fancy.
playing Twister.
Yeah, it's
right foot, blue circle.
Yes, that's what it looks like. What just happened? I mean, they are knotted up.
Oh my God.
Actually knotted up. This is like he's got what? He's got a body triangle. I guess it wouldn't even be
On his arm.
on his leg
got like
and
a
his
leg
bicep.
And his leg, both of them.
But they both look comfortable.
This is like if
No,
Bart,
there's no way. There's
Yeah.
no way Gamrot's left foot was comfortable just then.
He's loving it.
this is like The Simpsons. This is like the siblings on The Simpsons having a wrestling match and just having a
Nope,
stalemate.
All right, so we were dead on with the last fight scoring, 29-28 Fiorot. Looked like first round for Chookagian, last two for Fiorot. I have no idea who is winning this round right now. I guess
Yeah.
Gamrot.
I mean, probably, but we still get 2 minutes of this plus.
Yes, exactly. Hopefully something will be cleared up here.
But listen, as we say on MMAfighting.com, if I'm Beneil Dariush, just grab that fence, man. Just grab it. No one's going to say anything.
Grab the gloves.
Beneil Dariush with the cut shorts. Drake, we were talking about it in the first fight. Cut shorts make you look more athletic, yay or nah?
I think I can agree with that.
Makes
I
you
think
look
that's
slick.
fair.
I feel like it makes you look slick.
I mean, Dariush typically doesn't look very athletic, but I feel like now that you mention it, he looks a lot better here right
It's a little
now.
better. Like Fiorot switching up from the skorts to the cut shorts. I think it made her look a little bit more athletic.
This pace that Gamrot puts on is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah.
Beneil is so slick too and just doesn't get enough credit for it.
the amount of uncomfortable positions these guys have been put in.
Gamrot's been in this like since the Chookagian fight, like right back into the fire. Took like no breathers, just right back into the scramble fest fire. But Dariush just doesn't look like he's having that great of a time right now. I mean, he's doing okay. He's doing good. He's doing fine. Hanging in there.
This is arguably the toughest like return fight he could have had outside of like originally being set with Islam.
I mean,
Yeah.
dude is 21-1. Like this
Jeez.
guy's a double champion.
Arguably should still be undefeated.
Yes,
the good round
literally.
fight. A little sneaky right hand right there by Gamrot on the break. 30 seconds left in this first round.
I honestly thought Beneil was going to have more success on the feet than he's had so far. And these kicks are just getting caught every time he goes for them.
Yeah, I don't know why he's throwing kicks,
Bail on those.
but he is pushing forward. He's getting Gamrot moving backwards, but then it's almost like the kicks. He knows the kicks are coming at this point. That was a little sneaky counter one, but yeah, he's just going back to it over and over again. Ooh,
Oh.
that was okay. There's a
I can't tell what that was, honestly. That whole
swinging
They went too fast at the same time.
yeah, they both moved really fast at the same time.
the way they looked at each other. Man, this is a tough round.
There we go.
Yeah, we're doing a
I
little
think
live
that's-
scoring action here.
How did you score that
yeah,
one?
just for your
Drake?
opinion. What do you think, Drake?
I think I got to edge it to Gamrot there. I mean, yeah, you look at how he was catching the kicks and slightly better control, I think, in a lot of those scramble positions. And the striking was pretty even, though. But I feel like I lean slightly Gamrot there.
I think I'm going to agree with you there. I'm going to go 10-9 for Mateusz Gamrot. Close, though. Close.
Very close.
I don't really know how you arguably give it to Dariush, but I won't be surprised if the judge does.
Well, I mean, listen, for the chat bet and for my lunch tomorrow, I hope they did give it to Dariush.
I'd like to see him come alive in this second round, but that's a tough order with the pace that Gamrot pushes.
He's got to land some punches. But Dariush, I mean, is that Steve Harvey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
He looks good too.
The red carpet is out for everybody. I saw Steven Seagal is in the building.
Oh, that's how you know.
Of course, Sensei.
Man. Yeah, I mean, who else? Who else is there? I hope.
Yeah,
they show
hopefully,
us.
yeah, hopefully we're gonna get one of the the classic.
I'm
show
sure
the
we'll see
celebrities in the crowd.
Hasbulla on the screen.
Dariush continuing to go for the kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just and then Gamrot
Oh,
just
this is nice for Gamrot. Or
Dude,
I like that
every
name.
takedown attempt from Gamrot disrupts Dariush.
yeah.
Like whether he gets it or not.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see even when he's going for the calf kicks, you can see Gamrot like just reactively reaching down to grab the leg.
This fight is just so high level.
Couple good left hands there for Beneil. Nothing crazy. Going again for the kick.
So look at the media members on the screen. Seems to be 10-9s across the board, but everyone in agreement. High level, very close. Still kicking. Kicking. Gamrot, the one throwing punches.
Yeah. Nice exchange there.
I did like the counter left by Beneil, but a nice return from Gamrot.
Oh, that's
Jab.
Yeah, it's a nice jab there for Beneil.
This fight is just incredible, and no one talked about it coming in. And this is
This could have 5 rounds, man. I would love that.
oh,
That
of
would
course.
get intense. That would get intense.
Drake, how did you score the Gamrot Tsarukyan fight?
That was a really tough one, Mike. I think I agreed. What was it? It wasn't 49-46, right? It was 48-47 across the board, if I remember correctly.
Split, was it, not?
Yeah, 40. I think it was all 48.
Oh, okay.
That fourth round where Tsarukyan dropped Gamrot.
Right.
That was the the term of contention. I actually scored it for Tsarukyan because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I could see it either way. I think though when I did watch it, I slightly leaned Gamrot, but that one was very close.
Oh my gosh, razor thin. And I like Tsarukyan is still a player.
Oh, good
in this
left hand by
division.
Beneil.
Ooh, he's bringing it
Double
on.
tap.
This is fun. But I mean, this just shows you that when you think 155 is just as good as it's going to get, now you got these dudes on the way up. Gamrot, Tsarukyan, some of these, it's just Jalen Turners of the world. Not
Damir
Ismagulov,
Like,
who's fighting Tsarukyan. That fight's
oh
insane.
my gosh, like Tsarukyan just going through it. Oh my gosh, that feint.
Oh.
That feint works in so
And then he-
well.
Look at that.
Yep. Trying to take him up, and Beneil.
Oh,
dude.
Beneil,
Wow.
dude,
All right.
he looks all right
All
this
right,
round.
Benny.
Yeah.
All right, Benny, getting some going. All
Fail
right.
me now.
Come on, champ. Come on, champ.
I mean, if that hits, it's going to be the
Oh,
most
I love the leg
hilarious
kick.
thing.
Oh.
I like that.
Wow.
A nice little
Wow.
left hand from Dariush there.
Benny turning it on here. Minute
Is
50.
Gamrot the one tiring now?
Oh,
Yeah, it
don't
looks like
tempt me
he's
with
slowed
a good
down a little
time,
bit.
Drake. Do not tempt me.
But he did that a little bit against Tsarukyan, and then somehow in the 5th round
Yeah.
was turbo Gamrot again.
Yeah, they plugged him in.
Ooh, nice,
But he ain't
nice
getting
little
that takedown
sprawl.
anymore.
Nice little sprawl.
This is huge for
Wow.
Gamrot. I mean,
this.
he's huge.
I'm a knee there, Beneil.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
Oh,
Left hand is working right now.
Is there a part of you, Drake? Like, I know we're in the media space and we're trying
Wow.
we got to sit on the fence here. We can't be cheering for anybody. But at the same token, you've interviewed Beneil Dariush at some point, I'm sure. There's got to be just a little bit of your heart that's just like something good has to happen for this guy. Like, I know at home he's got a family and he's happy with that, but like as far as
Mike.
professional life goes, you almost just want to see something good happen to this guy because I feel like he's had such horrible luck.
What is that, Mike?
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna take it in a little bit different direction, but I was gonna say absolutely not. Like this is MMA. These MMA gods have no mercy, so this is just how it goes, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I thought you were gonna go a different direction there, but
What direction?
at the same time,
go? How heartless do you think I am, Drake?
hey man, I like I said, the MMA gods have no mercy. I thought you were gonna play to them a little bit.
No, I can't. I can't. We have messed with the MMA gods enough, and they've given us a few things this year, and I just don't want to. I don't want to ask too much of the MMA gods. I know some people like to ask a lot of favors of them, and you're playing with fire. 20 seconds to go. Oh, nice right hand by Gamrot.
Wow.
Look at the numbers,
Doubling
though.
him up on the strikes. Nice kick for Gamrot, too.
Gamrot's getting a little. Oh, I like
nice
that knee.
This is a nice finish to the round for Gamrot. Ooh.
But I like this from Dariush
Yes,
too.
I like that a lot. I mean,
Oh
these
my
guys.
goodness.
I mean, but nothing. Really
Oh my goodness.
There's something.
advantageous, but not enough. Not enough.
I don't even
Little
got to change it. Nice,
Yeah,
easy.
I want 3 more.
7 rounds. Let's do a 7-rounder. Let's make some history. Man, this is just easy. I don't even need to write names. I don't need to write numbers.
Oh,
I
I
got numbers.
You just know where I'm going.
I appreciate that the marker has gotten less squeaky.
I'm trying to
Yes.
make it squeak on purpose for you, Frank. That's a 10-9 Benny D for me. I don't know about you, Drake, but I got a 19-19 heading into
Yeah.
the 3rd round.
Yep. Agreed.
Gonna be interesting. Gonna be real interesting.
What's the live odds right
Yeah,
now?
let's-
That's what I'm curious about.
Let's take a peek at them. Oh, I love this. I love the corner.
That was great. That was great.
Live odds.
What are
2 rounds. Beneil Dariush, the live favorite, minus 140.
Oh, okay.
Heading
So
into round 3.
all right. So I think we're all in the same. I think we're all on the same page here. Oh,
Here
man.
we go.
This 5 minutes is so big for Beneil.
The tension.
It's so big for him. Man. Can he
So big for both guys. So big for both guys. I mean, Gamrot skyrockets if he gets this win here.
Does he skyrocket though?
I think going through Chookagian and Beneil back to back.
Oh,
Look at the sneaky leg.
wow.
Dariush, just the consummate.
God, there we go. Scrambles.
There we go. We're back. We're back, baby. Oh, I love that head kick.
Jeez.
Gamrot's so durable. His chin is ridiculous. How do the peeps score in this one? I'm sure we're all on the same page.
I feel like it's
19.
Honestly, the first round wasn't that clear. So like,
Yeah.
if one judge has a scorecard of 2018 Beneil, would you be that surprised? I think the second round was pretty clear for Beneil.
Yeah. Oh man. Drake, who is your pick? I mean, obviously this is a very big lightweight fight, but we're capping it off with the lightweight fight. New champion, Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. New champion will be crowned. Who you got in this one? Who's your pick officially?
In the main event or going into this one? You confused me there.
In the main event.
Oh.
In the main event. We have a lightweight fight. We're capping with a lightweight fight for the
Yes.
belt. Who leaves with the belt?
I think Oliveira, man. I can't. Ever since I think it was the Ferguson fight, I was like, all right, I'm not betting against Oliveira. He might be like the best well-rounded fighter like of all time now. At least if you look at how dangerous he is everywhere at this stage, so I'm riding that one until he loses.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same boat. It's a vibes pick. Gamrot just landed a big right hand over the top. And it feels like this fight's gone on for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because it's just been nonstop. I feel like we're in round 9 right now. We still have 3 more minutes of this, and
it's anybody's fight at this point.
Yeah, my hat goes off to both these guys for this pace.
Are they booing right now?
There's people standing like in a group in the crowd. It's almost like
If I'm not mistaken,
I don't think
the crowd is booing right now.
yeah. I don't think they're booing the fight though.
That would be a wild thing to do.
There's a fight in the crowd.
There's either a
Yeah,
fight-
maybe there was like a fight. Someone's getting kicked out.
or somebody just walked in that people don't like and they're booing them,
Right.
which is very possible. Very possible. Can he get him down?
Oh
this
my
is huge.
gosh,
He's got the
this is
single.
huge.
2 minutes and 30
he
seconds.
gave up on it.
Oh,
He gave up on it.
Dariush.
Wow.
Man, Dariush picking up some points here, no doubt about it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here.
Hit him in the face.
There we go.
That's it, Frank.
I knew we would get some of that from old mysterious Frank at some point in the show. Glad to have him on board.
Drake, who won the first half of this round? The first half plus of this round. 2 minutes to go.
It's real tight. I think I might lean slightly Dariush,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
What's the
I'll say
live odds
that.
right now?
yeah,
I really
it's
don't
tough.
know. Whoa, live odds minus 490 Dariush.
All right.
There's the update on their screen, minus 345. The most
Okay.
up-to-date ones are minus 490 Dariush, Gamrot plus 360. A lot of people had a lot of confidence in Gamrot this week.
What's wild is we said in the first round, stop kicking.
Oh,
Dude.
okay.
Oh my God.
Well,
the round
that-
is Dariush if
feeling it.
Gamrot
Massive
survives.
left hand. Wow.
jeez,
Dariush just
Oh my
drops
gosh.
Gamrot
Is he all right?
so hard.
he's coming at him still.
Up, but he's moving
Is he all
forward.
right? I can't tell.
It's a robot.
Oh
He's not a
my
human
gosh.
being. He's not a human being.
Wow.
No, I need this to survive at this point. We need to go to the
I
decision.
know, we got a minute
But
to
then
go.
the chat said KO. The final poll was KO. They would have been right.
Oh, man, that would be insane.
Oh, this is madness.
55 seconds left. I think Dariush is
that
aware
was
of
out
the,
of nowhere.
of the chat bet. I think
Oh,
Dariush
I
is
think he
aware of the
knows.
chat bet.
Maybe Benny D's doing something for the chat.
Oh,
Oh my
be
gosh,
careful.
He's
Be careful.
sneaking.
43 seconds. 43 seconds. Oh, Dariush just hit him
Oh,
again.
my goodness.
Clipped
Oh
him
man,
again.
I think there's no question. This is Benny's round.
but Gamrot
Oh,
Gamrot
huge
just.
knee though.
Yeah, he's trying.
My heart is
He can't-
racing right now.
Wrestling.
30 seconds. Oh, this is
Gamrot-
getting
Oh.
weird.
Oh, wow.
This is
Gamrot's
getting
got
weird.
that
Oh.
Masa durability going on right now.
I low-key don't mind this. I don't mind this position
This is
right here.
perfect.
This is We got some toes hooked in the cage there for Benny.
Dariush is winning that round.
Oh, no
Dariush
question.
won the round.
This is Ben's.
Gamrot's got to finish him, or drop him now. He's got 10 seconds to change pace.
Something big, a bigger shot.
5 seconds. Let's see. 7, 6, 5.
Oh my gosh, this is too good.
Another left hand from Dariush.
Wow.
I think we just won that.
It was funny. I was just saying we were telling Dariush to stop kicking, dude, and the kicks were adding up.
Yeah.
And
What
then
do we know? What do we know?
And that was like a difference maker. And it's almost like he faked the kick again, and Gamrot tried to reach for it, and then just got dropped so hard. That was what a fight.
If this is Dariush's fight and he just won that, what happens next for him? This man was making claims of being the backup for the title shot on this one. Does he get?
Clean.
He probably. I would give him. I mean, Gaethje would be interesting. I mean, he already beat the new blood, so he deserves a vet with a name. So, I would give him. I'd give him the loser of the main event, probably.
We were supposed to see Dariush.
Because I would like he has an incredible case for a title shot. He probably should get it. If this is Bellator, he's fighting for the title. He probably fights for the title now, but. This is not Bellator. This is the UFC. It's not a meritocratic thing.
I'm going 29-28, Benny D, but
yeah, I'm
going to
you.
guess we get one scorecard, 30-27 for
Betty? All right. Let's see. Let's see what the buff man has to say.
This is the chat bet.
This is the chat bet.
Plus 350, Beneil Dariush by decision.
$30-27.
Oh.
30-27.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Beneil Dariush.
Hey, all right.
I mean,
the
we
chat
gotta hit the gong for that.
3 times. 3 times.
A little casher there. Wow. Shout out to the chat. I was worried that we were never going to get to hit this thing, and here we are 3 deep.
The people.
Deep. We're only 2 fights in, and we already got 3.
The people. All right.
The people. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to you.
Wings
Shout
on
out to
the
all
chat,
of you.
baby.
Let's go, baby.
I can't believe that worked
Chat
out. I cannot believe that worked out. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Benny D. Shout out to Benny D for just showing up, man.
I mean, just incredible. Just incredible. All right. Well, congratulations to Beneil Dariush.
Congratulations
really
to Beneil Dariush.
Stuff.
Congratulations to me.
Great fight,
Congratulations
great
to the
win.
chat. I mean, the chat just gained a ton of respect across
so
the
much
board.
respect. I'm proud of all of you.
Unbelievable stuff.
Proud of all of you.
Unbelievable stuff.
So with that being said, Drake Riggs, I mean, A-plus guest. We appreciate you joining us. Right decision made. Quick matchmaking prediction here. How are we matchmaking Beneil?
Well, I agree. I think he should get a title shot in a perfect world, Mike, but it's not. So I think Gaethje is probably the right answer here. I mean, I know he wants Poirier if he beats Chandler. I mean, there's a lot of different options you could go with, but I mean, I guess you could even do Dariush versus the winner of that one. That wouldn't be bad. Either of those two I'll go with. But since Gaethje's just waiting still, I'm going to pick him.
Yeah, Dariush versus any of those guys. Excellent choices. So, Drake, you're the man. Appreciate it. Anything else you want to let the peeps know about before we let you go and you can enjoy the rest of the card?
No, just appreciate you guys having me as always. Always a blast. And remember to stay positive in the crazy world and enjoy the fights as best as you can. And if you want to follow me, you can at @DrakeRiggs_ on Twitter. So
Well
leave it
said.
at that.
Yeah, but beautifully said. How do we have a bad day after that?
I know. Drake, you're the man. Enjoy the rest of this card. Enjoy Ryzen, my man. Get some, maybe take a nap in between.
Drake, I creep too. Happy birthday next week. I think Halloween is his birthday.
Yes, thank you, sir.
It's my research.
All right.
Enjoy that.
Appreciate it. Yes,
sir. And have a good rest of your
All
day.
right, you guys.
All right, there he is. Drake Riggs, MMA Mania.
I
Multi-time
seem
BTL
distracted
winner.
right here, but I had to shout out the chat on Twitter. I mean,
There you go. The chat bet coming
I can't
through.
believe that worked out. I was like, yeah, I'll burn $10, but here we are. Now we get to have wings on the chat.
I mean, we might have to just do this for every fight now.
I don't know if we can do
I mean,
that.
no,
Maybe we
no,
get one
no.
more. Maybe we get one
Maybe
more.
one more. Maybe one more. I like that idea.
I didn't have any
like that
action. Now I
idea.
got every action down on every fight, and that worked out for us.
I wish, like, we need to pull clips if we can. I know we can. It's not. We don't have the but I want to see what our reaction was to that knockdown. Like, I would love to go back and see it again.
Let me
there
get
he
the replay
is. There's
department on
Hasbulla.
that. Yeah.
There's
The
Hamzat
man.
Chimaev.
The man, both of them. K, that's a new hat. You think Paulo Costa at some point is going to get a hold of that hat?
Definitely.
Yeah, but
He loves taking Chimaev's hats.
what do you think of this matchmaking between Paulo Costa and Robert Whittaker? Are you surprised they went this direction and didn't go the Khamzat Costa direction? Because it looks like Khamzat's going to go to 170. Danny's going to give him another shot. Says you'd love to have Khamzat fight in London. Teased Colby, but he didn't commit to that at all. But there's obviously options there at 170 for Khamzat. Were you surprised that they went Costa Whittaker?
No, I don't think I was. I mean, once we found out, because I mean, we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes, but once you find out that Khamzat is going to go back to 170, I mean, I can't think of anyone else to match Robert Whittaker up with other than Paulo Costa. I mean, he's already fought Marvin Vettori, obviously coming off the win against Luke Rockhold. I like the Whittaker fight. I mean, I think that's a great test for Costa. Whittaker's looked great. He looked fantastic against Marvin Vettori. So, yeah, I'm excited for it. And the fact that we're getting it in Australia makes it even better. I wonder if they had like a discussion, because you have the Brazil card and the Australia card so close to each other. I wonder if they discussed potentially doing it in Brazil.
I mean, I like it there. It makes sense. But because if you were going to do Khamzat Costa, it was going to have to be on that Brazil card. I think that made the most sense, especially if you couldn't get a second title fight on there. So, yeah. I'm trying to figure it out, because we had a certain schedule that we were going to do this, and then it got flip-flopped, and we got flipped out again. So now we have to shift back, right? Now we're shifting back?
I don't know. I'm just going with the flow right now. Who do I need to tell what? I'm just kind of riding down the stream of life.
The other man with the other man with the 3-digit nickname. The 3-digit initials for his entire name.
Oh, yeah.
Starts with the city we're in.
Yeah, I can make the assumptions of who you're talking about right now.
Does it end in...
It starts with an end. It starts with an N and it ends in New York Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I can't think of anyone.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was just gonna say it ends in ick. So what? We need to move him off of the main event.
Yeah, we have somebody for.
You think he's watching right now? You think we can just trust that he's watching and he just knows?
I could ask him.
Yeah, maybe he goes, co-main action there. So next up, Jan O'Malley. What do we think?
It's such an interesting fight, but I just don't see a world where I just feel like it's Jan's fight. It's Jan's fight to lose, but it's okay. We'll figure this all out, because, ladies and gentlemen, the man that we just teased starts with an N, ends in New York Rick. A man you know very well from the MMA Hour. You guys share a space together just once a week, because you're there twice a week. New York, just Monday? Just Mondays.
Just Mondays, right? Mr. Monday Afternoon.
He's a very busy man nonetheless. Also a multi-time BTL person. Been on multiple iterations of BTL. But I'm happy to have my man, New York Rick, the people's choice, to join us on this watch party. Because
the blurred background.
Boys.
God, he looks good. How do you feel, Rick?
Boys. I'm just happy to be here for the inaugural ride of this watch party.
Are you
Wait, where did Connor go?
Fight man or what?
He's here.
What are we doing over there?
He's going to get some celebratory stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if you follow along the man who is Chookagian O'Malley. I bet against him, but I could not deny getting one of these bad boys, the official Chookagian O'Malley Halloween costume, set up on his merch site. The hair matches his hair that he's rocking for this fight, and I get the Chookagian O'Malley chain. So I guess
I love it.
My heart is rooting for Sean O'Malley, but my wallet's rooting for Piotr Jan.
So are you going to wear this?
Are you kidding me? Am I going to wear this? What better time than now?
Here. This is huge.
To wear this.
Yeah, I love it. Maybe this is the reverse jinx, though. Maybe you're just trying to put some bad juju on that.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if you saw earlier. I rocked a beret and I still got my Manon Fiorot shirt on because
that is true.
She won. I don't know if you caught it beforehand. We did a little chat bet. Benny D by decision plus 350. Just cash that bad boy.
Oh, I saw it. I'm loving the fans. They're picking right. My buddy is friends with Beneil's wife, and I'm always a little part of me is always rooting for Beneil Dariush. That was a really impressive win as a decent sized dog there. I mean, how about that? Cashin is as a decent sized dog against Gamrot.
A lot of people confident on Gamrot.
They were after the win over Alex Chookagian for sure.
Yeah, a win over Tsarukyan, and then when you see them Gamrot looks, half a head taller than him. He just looks so much thicker and bigger. But Beneil's, he's so well rounded, so tough. Oh yeah, this is it. This is the look right here.
Can we get some braids going before this? Like, can I really look like him?
That's fantastic.
This thing is legit.
When did we get O'Malley on the show?
Thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm actually just hopping on right before I make the walk.
What's your prediction, Sugar?
A little bit heavier than I thought. Look at this. Now we really got the bling out. We got the bling protector. This thing is shining. This is sick.
I love it.
I
absolutely love this.
And I look good for the fight.
He saved that for you, New York, Rick.
No, but my prediction is Fiorot by decision.
Oh, he's picking against
I don't know if it had much to do with me, but I'm honored. How about our MMA hour parlay just cruising along right now?
Cruising along,
easy, light
I don't
work.
want to put pressure on you, but it's up to you and Frankie to get this thing done.
No, I'm definitely doing
Frank, how you feeling?
I feel great.
Frank, you haven't done anything yet.
Wait,
Could be fine.
Me and Ariel.
what do you mean you're doing your part? Why wouldn't you say that we're both doing our part?
Changed.
Why is it only you?
I don't know.
So maybe
That's all you got. All right.
For those who don't know, New York Rick, what is your piece of this parlay? Because it's going to come down to you, right?
Yeah. My piece of this parlay is Islam Makhachev to be the champion by the end of the night, which that's a guarantee, right? Like there's no other alternative.
I don't know if we can talk like that.
Wow. Dude. This is between you and Jed. I don't know who's more confident in this pick.
Yeah,
He's just change his name to
Crow.
Bold Rick instead of New York Rick.
He has to be New York Rick for the
So bold.
I'm not even sweating. It's I'm not even sweating this out. This is a guarantee.
All right, how's he getting?
All right, Sean O'Malley coming out here.
Sean O'Malley is coming out and he is looking good. Essentially the only difference between me and him is that my hair isn't braided yet.
And someone just bet like $85.
I'd say that's right.
Each of you on
Sean.
Don't worry.
Dude, though I bet on Petr Yan, it would be an insane world to see Sean O'Malley get this thing done. Title shot guaranteed for Sean O'Malley, no matter how he gets it done.
Yes.
Rick,
I think I don't want. I stayed away from this fight. I don't.
With the same way.
That's awesome.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
He's Mr. Worldwide. I was gonna say I feel like Sean O'Malley has the highest ceiling on this card. Does that make sense? Like I wasn't super confident against Yan because I think there's a chance that, Yan's going to show him that there's levels to this game. But I also think like he has the opportunity for an A++ performance, whereas everybody else is kind of like, we kind of know where they stand. You're either team Charles or you're team Islam. I feel like this one's the most volatile. The floor is low. And the ceiling's high, and Sean O'Malley could come out with aces if he comes out and takes out Petr Yan here. Dana White alluding to, and I think even O'Malley alluding to Conor McGregor versus Jose Aldo. I think that is 100% in play here. This is a huge card. The world is watching, and if Sean O'Malley can come out with an impressive performance against Petr Yan, especially if he can take him out, man, that train is just going to keep rolling and rolling.
Yeah. I would completely agree. Should we play some Petr Yan, Sean O'Malley
trivia? This man Mike.
Look at this guy just soaking in the moment too. He loves this.
Yeah,
he loves
this. What I would say, he's just a showman. He lives for this. You're doing somersaults as you walk into the octagon for the biggest fight of your life, the biggest moment of your career, and this is how he's acting. He looks cool as a cucumber. I watched he did a live stream post weigh-in, and I watched a little bit of it yesterday, and he just seemed like he was ready to go. Just seems ready to go.
Dana's on
it. The two of them are perfect polar opposites, with Yan just being this icy kind of dude who comes in and does his work. I love this fight.
Love it. I love it. I think I'll be happy either way financially with Yan.
We got lights out for Yan. It's getting the grandiose entrance. All right, let's do some Yan versus O'Malley trivia.
Please.
I like it.
Ready? GC, I'll start with you. Yeah. Everyone gets a chance. Which one of these two fighters has a college degree?
O'Malley.
Yan.
O'Malley.
Yan.
Petr Yan is the correct answer, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wrong before.
Yes. Hold on 1 second.
O'Malley strikes me as the skip college, invest in a business type, or invest in myself type. Yes, so I'm not surprised by that.
Yan has a degree in physical culture and sport at Siberian Federal University.
How
about that?
Shout out.
Old SFU. Classic. I had a cousin that went there, actually.
New York Rick, you go first.
Shout out.
New York Rick, you go first on this one. Which fighter was first to fight to a unanimous decision in their pro careers?
Oh, geez.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Peter Yan again. Actually,
I'm saying O'Malley.
New York Rick is 2 for 2.
Wow.
Peter Yan did it in his second pro fight. O'Malley didn't go to a decision until his 4th pro fight.
Guy knows his stuff. Before we get to the next question, just like this wig, it's like a hairnet. It's quite tight. The comfortability that I had with the beret is not shining through with this wig. I'm looking forward to getting this thing off.
It must be the tape.
It looks good on you.
You know what? Perfect segue. Maybe we could tape it up. How about the tail? Let's pull up a tail of the tape. Tail of the tape. Look at this. I feel like we're going to see some discrepancies here. Yan, slightly more experienced. Yan, a little bit older. O'Malley, 4 inches taller, 5 inches longer with the reach. Both men made the weight. Only one thing left to do.
See who gets this thing done. I mean, I've been thinking about this fight for 3 months now. I mean, it's been about 3 months since it got announced, and I've been absolutely on edge, waiting to see what happens. I just think there's so many implications in the bantamweight division on who gets this done. And Rick, you said it. You've alluded to it many times. This is sort of like Petr Yan needs to win this fight. Sean O'Malley doesn't have as much of a necessity.
yeah, I would say there's more pressure on Yan just to maintain that he's viable in the title comparison or in the title picture rather, and by comparison, Sean O'Malley, this is kind of house money. Even if he loses here, he gets another fight, gets right back in the conversation. I think he's so young that he's always in play for that. For Yan, I think this is more important. But as I said, the potential for what can come for this fight for Sean O'Malley is massive. This is the moment right here where all that hard work potentially pays off, and he can launch himself into a title shot.
I like how you said house money, but said kind of house money, because I completely agree with you. O'Malley needs to be competitive, and even if he loses, I don't think his stock takes a tremendous hit. But if he gets run over and trucked in this fight by Petr Yan, I mean, I don't care how people view it. I don't care what the betting line suggests. It's a big hit. It's a big hit if he goes out here and gets trucked over in this fight.
I mean, losing for the first time, undefeated, according to the Sugar State Athletic Commission, like that'd be rough.
That's what I always try to tell people. 15-0, 16-0, undefeated champ.
We'll do 2 more. It's kind of the same, almost similar questions. Frank, which fighter made their amateur debut first?
I think that was totally Petr Yan.
GC.
I'll say Sean O'Malley.
Rick.
I'm going to say Sean O'Malley.
Correct answer, Sean O'Malley. O'Malley, March 2013. Yan didn't make his...
Oh, here we go, the wigs.
We got the wigs in the crowd.
Yan
they don't have the official Sugar chains, though.
No, they don't. GC wins again. Yan, September 2014 was his pro debut. Last question, who debuted as a pro first? Yan or O'Malley, GC?
I'm going to go O'Malley again.
New York Rick.
This time I'm going to go Yan.
For me, Yan.
So Sean O'Malley made his pro debut in March of 2015. Petr Yan made his pro debut in December of 2014. Petr Yan is the correct answer. How about that?
None wrong. Perfect. Sweet.
And a fun fact about the amateur fight question, O'Malley had 10 amateur fights before Petr Yan had his first amateur fight.
Nice.
How about that for a stat? Here we go. Steve Harvey watching on with interest.
I'm a little nervous on what's going to happen.
Do we have a play on this one?
I do. I played Petr Yan money line quite a long time ago, as you can see there.
Yep,
Huge shock on it. Huge shock on it. Thought I was getting a great line. I was not. I was mistaken. But hopefully it still works out for me.
Here we go.
Oh, look at O'Malley not really like taking backward steps too. He's kind of willing to engage here, which I like.
As calm as he looked, I wonder how the nerves are right now, 20 seconds into the fight.
Which is,
circling.
It's a smart game plan because Yan hasn't had a 3-round fight in a while, but he's typically a slower starter, get his reads, but he doesn't have an extra 20 minutes to mess around with, and that's what makes this fight interesting.
I'm going to be very interested to see what the live odds are after this first round.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it is...
I like Yan with the constant stance switching here.
Who does this favor? Is this Jan or O'Malley?
Right now, the way that they're coming out here and Jan putting the pressure on him.
Probably.
Yeah, Jan's pushing him, but O'Malley's not really going. He's going backwards a little bit, but he's more trying to circle and stay. He's staying in punching range.
Yeah, I mean, obviously no one has separated themselves this far.
What happened there?
Eye poke, maybe.
Yeah,
A little,
looks
okay.
like someone maybe
Just a
climbed
little
on.
eye poke.
A little guy. We can't have
Never hurt
two.
anyone.
I mean, unless you're Pedro Munoz. Oh, okay. I like the trading of leg kicks. I thought Jan would be throwing more leg kicks early on in the fight, but
Jan again.
To me, this fight feels like I feel like O'Malley is really like pressing to finish here. I think he wants to take Peter Yan out.
I mean, I think he has visions in his head of finishing Piotr Jan. And nice right hand.
This
by
is
huge for O'Malley.
This is not the sit back and pot shot, Chris Moutinho.
Yeah,
This is
dude. Oh, nice body kick from
And
Jan.
this-
I mean, if
I
he
like
comes out here and
this.
he gets a finish over Piotr Jan, it's
huge.
undeniable. I mean, this guy can rocket to superstardom.
But this is the start.
This is a dangerous game, though. This is a dangerous game against Peter Yan.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
this is the start that makes this more of a house money fight.
Gosh, that left hand
for Sean.
that missed for Jan. Another note. I don't know if you noticed this, Rick. Jan coming out with the cut shorts. It's been a common theme. I think it makes fighters look more athletic, though. Jan kind of rocking the longer shorts cut. We're not really seeing the compression underneath. I feel like that lacks the athletic ability that we normally, it normally sees. Oh, here he goes for a takedown.
A little
that.
fence.
Here, this is getting
Always
interesting
cheat.
now.
Always cheat.
This is getting interesting now.
If Yan
To the
wins
shorts
this,
point,
cut
I'd like to
shorts,
see some
3-0.
data on that. I'd like to see some data on that so we can get some betting going on it and beat the books.
The
but
long shorts
for now,
with the cut is an odd play by Jan. Normally it's the shorter shorts that are cut.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to like.
looks
bet
like the
on. You see
takedown
the
D
fight
is holding
history,
up.
What happens again?
Takedown D looked great for O'Malley. Nice
Holding
left
up. Now O'Malley's got the center.
Under 2 minutes, as you can see.
Fun.
Yes,
This is fun.
This is a nice fight. This is.
Will O'Malley start to do the dribbling?
It looked
of
like
the
he was
invisible
thinking about it right
basketball?
there on a little dodge. I feel like this is a fight that you come in and you take it serious the whole time. Though Jan not really shying away this first round. He kind of has that rep of download info, yada yada
Boy, that
yada.
leg kick was nasty.
He keeps going. He keeps thinking about these takedowns, man. He's going for them.
He's gonna get it.
Wow!
There you
Oh, here it is.
He got
This
him all
is
the
the
way up in
fight.
the air.
This is huge.
This is huge. How can Sean O'Malley
Oh
respond?
my gosh, the
to
jump.
this?
He's
Gonna
on
be
his
the
back
fight.
now.
Jan has to deliver some punishment, though. This has to be a statement.
I mean, this
takedown.
is big for Jan. If he can capitalize on this can get him this first round.
He can steal a lot of momentum.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
oh, it looks like O'Malley's trying to set up a tricky submission here. I mean, this
Almost
is.
got the triangle there going.
Yeah, thank you, Frank.
Frank, what have you made of this first round so far? Has this gone the way you thought it would?
Not how I thought it would, but entertaining as heck.
Wow, that's a nice one. O'Malley gets back to his
Excellent
feet.
work, Frank. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Yeah.
So what do we think? Do we think that takedown, what he did was
It's
He didn't do anything with it, so
inconsequential? I think it's
well,
telling
not
the rest of his
inconsequential.
matchup,
He
though,
sent the message.
that
He
it-
sent
yeah,
the
that
message
he is
that I
trying to
can
go there.
take you down.
yeah, he's making him. It's another thing he has to worry about.
I mean, you got a takedown in every fight, obviously.
Oh, I like that little short uppercut.
Yeah. If I'm O'Malley, I'm coming out of this decently confident, but I'm also, if I'm Jan, I'm feeling decent too. I don't think anybody's coming out of this.
Oh, yeah.
feeling
No, for sure.
I
Two
love
up or
the
two
leg
down.
kicks, though. This is gonna pay dividends later in the fight. Look,
Oh,
Trying to get his back.
but
nothing
Jan.
there.
All right, a defensive
Tasty
juggernaut.
first
I
round.
love
Nice.
that.
Tasty.
I love
first
that.
round.
I can't wait to see what the live odds are at the start of this round.
I love the fact that Sean O'Malley is like, I'm going to mix it up, even if I'm not trying to get that takedown. Like, even if I'm not trying to secure that and do something crazy with it, that he's just mixing up the looks there. This is a fantastic fight so far.
All right, Mike, what'd you do? I went 10-9 Jan.
10-9. This guy.
You went
That.
O'Malley.
Yeah, I gave it to O'Malley.
Nice. What do you go with, Rick?
It's tough. I feel like O'Malley landed the cleaner shots, and it's hard. Without the audio, I'm not hearing how they landed, but I thought O'Malley landed the harder shots, but Jan was obviously more volume, keeping on it. It's hard.
Okay,
I'd probably lean Jan.
It's been talked about a lot in the betting spaces all week. You know, slow starter, yada, yada, yada. Grab Jan after the first round. Right now, Petr Yan sits at minus 315 after round 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't play that.
Oh,
honestly.
I'm not touching anything.
This feels like
What is it?
this feels like a much closer fight after that.
Minus 315, Petr Yan.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Jan's
nice
coming out on fire
start
now.
here for Yan.
Yeah. O'Malley, man, but when O'Malley plunges in with those, he's hurting Jan.
It felt like we'd already been in
that's
this
why I
round
gave
for 30
O'Malley
seconds.
the first, because I think
Oh, huge
Big
shot
left
from
hand.
O'Malley.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, is Jan wobbled?
Jan is wobbled.
Oh my God.
That's short.
Oh my God.
No,
Oh my
I think
God,
he's
dude,
okay.
he's really got
I think
hurt.
he's okay. I think he's okay.
Whoa.
What a moment.
Oh.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa,
no.
this is crazy.
So O'Malley stunned Jan. Jan stuns O'Malley
those
right
O'Malley
back,
blinks.
I
He was
and
like,
then takes him down, takes his back, and now he's on top.
oh my God, we've only been in
match.
this round for 55 seconds. It
That
feels
was
like I've been
55
here for a year. Wow, these guys are delivering, dude.
I gotta say, I think a little bit of it was Jan trying to get his feet under him and composure. I don't think he was as rocked as O'Malley was.
Like he was like really
I think
trying to
Jan hit him with the better stuff.
What a bounce back from Jan there. Oh my gosh. I thought he was dead to rights for a second. Wow, this fight is crazy.
O'Malley caught him clean, but
Oh, Jan's. I mean, Jan just. That was everything. That was
my gosh.
136 pounds plus into that punch.
see, this is the fight though. This is the problem. O'Malley's in range for Jan to do this. Like, he's not staying on the outside. He's not keeping him away with kicks. I don't think that's potentially the way to do it because I think Jan is too aggressive. I don't know if that's the strategy anyway.
Wow.
But this is the game.
Right back to the mat.
Yeah, this and this is the difference to me in the later parts of this fight is that Jan's obviously a terrific boxer, but doesn't get enough credit for how good of a wrestler he actually is. And this wasn't something we're going to see early in the fight. Just that's not Jan's style, but he now knows, and I think that's why that first takedown was so important. Jan knows he has this takedown in his back pocket anytime he needs it.
Yes, yeah, which is huge. I mean, that was something that I was really curious about with this matchup. Was Jan going to go to the takedowns? We've seen him do it before in the UFC.
I think you have to be impressed with O'Malley's takedown defense or ability to get back up, right? Like, he is not just sitting on bottom
I'm
waiting
impressed
for
with
this
both dudes. I mean, this has been a fantastic
fight.
fight. Look at that trip. Look at that trip from Jan, dude. Right back up for O'Malley, though, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. This is fantastic.
Did you see O'Malley
Jan?
trip him right back?
What was that? The little pump fake by O'Malley?
He's still feeling himself in there.
For sure, dude. For
good.
sure. You have to get some confidence from that shot he landed at the beginning of the round.
Kind of locked in on those eyes right now.
What'd you say, Frank?
Said it looks like a good fight.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, one of the things that you have to consider when you have this fight, no matter what, is Jan's been here 100 times and O'Malley hasn't. Like,
Good
this
point. That's a
is
good
the
point,
moment.
Rick. Wow, first stand-up in Watch Party history. That was both of us, me and Mike, both simultaneously both stood up. I mean, that was...
Oh, yeah.
Dariush, I was real close. I think I was like in a catcher.
Yeah, that knockdown on Gamrot was huge. Wow, I mean, like...
Jan is starting to get real comfortable here.
Such a good fight.
Yeah. Huge momentum.
It feels like O'Malley's not able to keep him off much anymore. It feels like Jan's kind of just walking into range how he wants, which is a problem.
Yeah, and to your earlier point here, Rick, because I mean O'Malley did land clean and Jan did look a little bit stunned but I think he now knows that
for sure.
he's taken maybe not his like complete best shot, but he's taken a very
great
strong
shot from O'Malley.
Very strong punch and was able to stay on his feet. So
good head
I think
kick.
Jan's confidence is through the roof right now.
Yeah.
But O'Malley's good.
He's defending this takedown well right here.
O'Malley's showing
Jan can keep this pace.
Yeah, we'll see if Jan can get the hands locked. Oh,
There's
wow.
no takedown.
Great takedown, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, this round flipped real quick. It's now kind of one-way traffic for Jan.
And this is Petr Jan's world.
4 of 6. So this is
He needs to do something here, though. He can finish the fight here. He needs to do something with it.
I've heard a lot of people, and I kind of agreed with the sentiment, is that quite a few people were thinking that maybe it gets in a position like this, and Jan could maybe pound him out in like the third round.
Yeah, but to his credit, O'Malley doesn't look lost here. He's constantly trying to scramble. He's constantly trying to create scrambles and get up. He's not just accepting positions. Although I'll say this is the longest he's been down, right? He's kind of sitting here a little bit. Maybe he's winded, and it wouldn't be surprising.
I think this is a clear Jan round. O'Malley had a beautiful shot at the beginning, but I will go so far 2019 for
now it's looking like O'Malley needs a finish. O'Malley needs a finish, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I have to, I think in hindsight, I probably need to go back and watch the first round again without this going on. But I did give Sean the first round, and so to me, it's 1919. But listen, I ain't arguing with 2018 at all.
Well,
honestly, I think Jan landed the harder shot of the two in those early exchanges.
Can I take a guess?
Sure.
Minus 725.
Minus 950 Piotr Jan heading in around 2.
Wow.
The sports books certainly think that Sean O'Malley needs a finish, and I don't know how live he is for it, but the way that he rocked Jan, it's definitely not impossible.
Yeah, that feels steep to me. If I'm looking at anything in that live odd, I'm looking at Sean O'Malley, because I don't think he's out of this fight, and I think he's able to finish this fight in this round. I will say, end of round 2 right now, he looks tired. Sure. He doesn't look like as fresh as Peter Yan, who, again, to the point, has been here. He's been here.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that was round 1's going to be interesting, but round 2 was all Peter.
Super fun. Well, let's see what Sean could do here.
Yeah, he's working the jab in the starting.
This is one of the big questions.
O'Malley.
Big.
O'Malley's got a second wind in him.
But is Piotr just going to go? Oh, never mind.
If he's smart, he will.
Take down still.
Sorry.
I mean, what a fight this is, dude. This thing is delivered and more. I mean, O'Malley's just putting that right hand out there.
You can't come away from this. You can't come away from this no matter what happens thinking that, Sean O'Malley hasn't proven something.
Absolutely not.
Here.
Absolutely not.
I think this is Peter Yan's fight, no doubt about it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to, slant the commentary that we're providing here. But you have to look like Sean O'Malley belongs in a fight with a guy of this caliber.
Number one contender.
Who many think could be the best bantamweight in the world. There's a ton of people who probably think that Peter Yan is still the best bantamweight in the world. So
Sean O'Malley
he doesn't look out of place here.
Clearly holding his own.
Yeah. And here's the thing about O'Malley is that, and I've heard Jed say this before, and I thought about it, and I kind of agree with it. I feel like O'Malley's really good, but I actually feel like he has still a ton of room to grow. Like I don't think we're anywhere near
the peak
O'Malley's peak of his powers, if that makes sense. I feel like he should be a little bit further along than he actually is, but still, even thinking that, he's still this good and this sound, and he's hanging in. This is.
He's just
he's got him busted open.
Oh, it's going down,
dude. Oh my god!
No way!
Oh my gosh!
Big knee. O'Malley took a deep breath.
But again, I think
nice
when O'Malley's flurrying like that, I think
nice
people
shot
are
from
thinking
Jan.
Jan is more hurt than he is. I don't think Jan was really seriously hurt.
Oh, good left hand by Peter.
Oh my gosh!
Good leg
This
kick.
is crazy.
This is phone booth fighting right now.
This is great.
Good head kick.
Look at how bloody Piotr Jan's hand is too.
Man.
Oh my gosh!
This is an awesome fight.
This is fantastic.
This is an awesome fight.
Now just think, if Peter were to tickle Sean's feet, he'd probably win immediately.
Frank, man. What is this?
Mike, you were talking about him being further along. I couldn't agree more. These are the fights that get you there, and he hasn't had these fights.
Yeah.
He's been fighting guys that he just Chito Vera is the one where I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, that was a good matchup, and it was kind of unfulfilling, right? Like, we didn't get satisfied by that one. He needs these types of fights. This is the fight that gets him to the next level.
Well, he's bleeding, man.
So, I mean, look, we still have a minute 55 left.
He is bleeding.
Jan has blasted O'Malley with leg kicks for almost this entire fight. I'm not saying this erases the past, but are we close to turning the page on we can, like, just leg kick this dude and you win?
Well, I think we can turn the page on that one, and the idea that, like, if you take him down, that's it. Like, take Sean O'Malley down, kick him in the legs, he's done, and it's just not true. It is just not true.
I mean, he opened Jan up, man. He's spilling.
Jan's gear, like the way Jan shifts gear to gear is just unbelievable.
Yeah, Peter Jan. I mean,
what
Peter
a
Jan
fight,
is so
man.
good, man.
I had expectations for this thing, and this has beat them for sure.
This is all heart, man. And O'Malley's got it. This is like one of the big things.
dude,
What happens when he gets
blood.
tested like this? This is great.
Let's just go 5.
Ooh,
Who cares?
do it.
Let's just
Yeah,
go
let's
5.
do it. Dana,
let's just add 2
extend
rounds.
this.
Come on,
Who cares?
Dana.
Let's just.
Oh,
nice shot
big
from
left hand.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he
Oh,
dumped him.
Escape
Oh,
that
Deshaun right back up.
takedown.
Wow. Grab the fence. There you go. Grab it. Nope. See? He's just going to say things. He's not going to call it. He's not going to
right
take a
in on
point.
him.
Yep. Grab the fence.
Oh,
Look at that little
slip
slip.
of the roll.
Oh,
Slip of
that
the
was-
roll.
Good stuff.
Stylistically, this is a tough fight for
Look at O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley
Look at
because
his eye,
Jan
dude.
is absolutely just like, oh
Wow.
my gosh.
30
Looks like
seconds.
I'm wearing a Halloween costume. It looks like a Halloween costume Jan's got on, man. He got him deep, dude.
O'Malley's jab is
man.
pretty right now. Switching stances. Good leg kick.
Oh,
That was,
wow.
he saw that coming
that's
from
probably-
a mile away.
Yeah. Man, Sean O'Malley landed so many good shots, but he had to be in boxing range. He was in boxing range the whole time. And then when Jan just sat back and let that counter fly, that's a tough
That last
fight
shot, man.
for Sean
What a
O'Malley.
fight. What a fight.
All right.
Great fight.
I'm going to go. I think I said it all week. I think I said it for the last couple months. What I expected to happen.
That marker kills me.
Good. I'm glad it does. I'm going 29-28 Piotr Jan. That's what I've got here.
Same Z's.
Yeah.
29-28. We're in agreement on the scorecard. Rick, what do you think?
The rounds are different, but we're in agreement on
I
that.
think I had it 30-27 because I gave Jan the first, but the first I would have to watch again. Like I have no idea.
Wow.
Is that a
Second
bust
and
or
third
not?
clear for Jan from me.
Yeah, the knee is where he got it. I'm almost positive.
Great.
See what?
performance
Yeah, this
for
is the
Sean
problem
O'Malley.
because he's right there for Jan's counters. He's trying to finish the fight, but he's right there for Jan's counters every time. It's tough stylistically, but man,
So
the questions are answered about Sean O'Malley. Like the dude belongs. So like that's there's nothing else
I
to
would
say about
say
that.
I was a Sean O'Malley fan before this. I mean, I'm rocking his merch. Supporting the undefeated champ. I think I'm a bigger fan now. I mean, he showed out, dude. I was impressed with him, even if he ends up losing this on the scorecards.
100%.
Like showing heart too, like you said, Mike, in that third round. He showed a lot of heart throughout that fight. I dig it, man.
Great
that was
fight.
Fantastic.
How do you? Yeah.
Best case
How
scenario.
do you not
I
give
think.
Jan a title shot off that?
Yep.
Here's a question.
Wow.
Which was your favorite round?
2.
Two for sure. The beginning with those drops was unbelievable.
I liked 3.
A bad take.
You can make a case for 3, Frank. I'm with.
I don't even
I
have
get
to
it.
make
I
a
get
case.
it.
That's my
Dude.
opinion.
I don't even have to
Sean,
make a case.
those numbers surprised me. 69-51 on the significant strikes. I dig the respect.
Look at these two.
Shout out Saya.
There's the great Sayat.
Shout out.
Yeah, both these guys come away looking great after this.
Are we ringing the gong again? Oh, it's Splitty.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Wow.
29-28 for each.
Oh, he's going Sean O'Malley because he's looking at Jan.
What?
Whoa.
Split decision. Even look at his
That's
face.
wild.
Can't even believe it.
Wow.
That's wild.
Wow.
Wow.
Boy.
Yeah, maybe
AK.
maybe I didn't.
Hey, start that robbery review, baby. Start that robbery review.
No. First round is one you could definitely score for him.
No, listen. I understand this.
How about Buffer
it's
just
a
giving it away so much? Like everybody else knows that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
but he
when he's-
switches it
when
up
he-
sometimes.
I don't know. I mean, you knew it as soon as he said split decision. Started looking at Piotr Jan. I'm a little bit shocked, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know how you can give him. I don't know how you can give him 2 or 3. I honestly don't. I have to watch it again. But one you can easily give him. As I said, like at the time, and you guys scored it for him. I thought he landed the harder shots. I thought he landed the more damage. But 2 and 3, man, I was struggling to find how he won those.
Man, it's what you said, Rick. Going into that 3rd round, Sean O'Malley plus 600.
I definitely felt by my 29-28 Jan by giving Sean the first.
Yeah.
But man.
Yeah, dude. Wow. I'm definitely shocked.
I'm
with
shocked.
The result.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm shocked.
Peeps, what do you feel? Was this the right call? How did you guys score it? Show us, tell us in the chat. We'll check it with Frank and see what he has to say. But New York Rick, what are we doing now? Sean O'Malley wins a
split decision.
Fun,
like yeah.
Yet somewhat controversial splitty. Are we going? Are we titling him?
Ain't nobody gonna remember that. They're gonna remember a war with Peter Yan, and they're gonna remember that he's fighting for the belt, guaranteed. This man is the next title contender.
Wow. The look on his face when they announced him the winner was amazing, and great interview after the fact. Good stuff.
I'm thinking about it this way: like, would you be mad that he got a title shot? Because I certainly wouldn't. After that performance, I'm looking at how close he was in a fight with Peter Yan, whether you think he won or lost. Peter Yan, we saw versus Aljamain Sterling. If it's Aljamain Sterling, I'm all for new blood. I'm all for seeing Sean O'Malley in there. And if it's TJ versus O'Malley, that's great too. I have no issue, regardless of whether you thought that was a controversial decision or not. Let's ship that to the moon.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. It's.
I'm ready to see I'm ready to see him in a 5-rounder.
And
that's for sure.
And now, with that said, I thought Peter Yan won that fight.
Me too.
By winning rounds 2 and 3.
Sean O'Malley got decision.
I have no issue.
So what was Sean O'Malley by? Split decision.
Oh God, Chookagian was what, plus 1,100 or something like that. If Chook's that high, then O'Malley's probably like plus 2,000 or something. I don't know. Wow. Crazy.
I'm still like in shock.
Over-delivered.
I'm trying to wrap my head around that. I mean, that was quite crazy. Do I have to leave the wig on for the rest of the show now? Like, I feel like this is
absolutely have to. But you could lose the chain.
You do.
Oh boy, we got shoeies.
Sean or Frank, what's wrong with the shoe? I mean the
wrong
chain.
With the shoe. Come on, look at that.
I mean,
it seems like
I said Sean at first, and then I said shoe.
Joe, take my shoe off. I'm going to do this.
Seems like UFC fighter Twitter is saying Jan got robbed here. A lot of tweets about that.
I mean,
so expect an AK robbery.
I can't lie. I was. Oh, Korean Zombie, let's go. Fits fire. I was fully expecting a Jan win there to get announced. If I'm being totally honest with you.
I didn't even think we were going to get a split there.
I thought that was going to be a unanimous decision for Piotr Jan.
Hey, you never know. You never know. And now we got ready for the
what a fight.
New York Rick. I mean, what a pleasure this was. What a joy. Best theme song in MMA.
Best theme song in MMA. Congratulations. This was a lot of fun. I think the fans are enjoying it. I'm looking forward to watching more of these. And, if you ever need me, I'll pop in anytime.
Yes. New York Rick.
New York Rick, you're the man, brother.
Champion. Everybody, when this idea came out, everyone said New York Rick has to be there. And we made it happen.
We did make it happen.
So should we reveal what's going to happen in the main event?
Yeah, please. Tell us the plan for the rest of the way.
Can I just tell you that...
Also, quick question. Do I go hat now? I feel like, beret, wig. I have a backup hat just in case my hair got fried. I think I'm going to go hat.
I mean, listen, you just do whatever you...
I'm doing it. I'm throwing my hat on.
Yeah, you do. Just do what you feel. I might throw a Red Sox hat on. Who knows?
Yeah,
my head's probably shining like crazy.
I got bad. Yeah, there we go. We'll just go hat here. Right, maybe get in the hat here.
So, like I said earlier, we are just this day has been chaotic. It's been chaotic since I woke up this morning.
The chaos continues.
The chaos has continued.
Sean O'Malley split decision. That is crazy.
Sean O'Malley just won a split decision. So the chaos train just continues to just roll down the tracks at a pretty ferocious pace. So, as you may have seen when we first posted this, if you listened to Heck of a Morning yesterday, the plan was to have Rafael Fiziev join us for the main event. And it turned out a couple hours before we went live, we found out he couldn't make it. So we've been scrambling. I mean, I've been sending out messages left and right, trying to figure this out, reaching out to everybody I know. And the plan was, what we were going to go with, which I would have been totally fine with, was we were going to bring New York Rick in for the main event, which would have made everybody happy. And we're going to bring Shaheen Al-Shadi in for the fight we just watched, which still would have been great. So Shaheen Al-Shadi now moves up to the co-main event. He is going to step in, he's going to step in for the co-main event. But we have a very special guest for the main event. Chris Weidman, the All-American, is going to join us.
Former UFC champion.
Former UFC middleweight champion, looking to get back in the cage after suffering a pretty nasty injury. Apparently, he's really getting into golf these days, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to him.
And Chris Weidman apparently is at like a physical watch party with a bunch of peeps, and he is down to join the show.
I hope the audio's terrible. I hope we get a lot of live reactions from their party spilling over into ours, because this main event, I think, is going to be just absolutely crazy.
Yes. So there we go. Shall we bring in our guest, and then we'll open some...
Oh, rip some packs? Should we rip some packs?
Might as well.
We have Shaheen ready.
There he is.
There he
Look
is.
At this guy. Ladies and gentlemen.
What is up?
Boys and girls, children of all ages, the deputy editor of MMAfighting.com, a man that got you, me, and everybody else fired up during the preview show yesterday. Shaheen Al-Shadi steps in a big-time spot on short notice, co-main event, bantamweight title on the line. Shaheen, welcome. What did you think of Sean O'Malley, Fiorot on the fight, and the decision of the judges? Were you stunned that Sean O'Malley won this fight?
First of all, what's up, fellas? I'm so excited to join you guys. This has been a ton of fun so far just watching. I love the gong. I'm here for the gong. Hopefully I can get involved in the gong too.
I thought we were going to get to hit it again after Jan, but...
Did we not hit it for Al-Shadi joining us?
No, I'm sorry. No disrespect.
Oh, I don't want to cheapen. I don't want to cheapen.
No guests have gotten it so far. You're not going to get it yourself.
No offense taken. Guys, Sean O'Malley just did that.
I can't believe it.
Sean O'Malley just became the #1 contender in that bantamweight division. Can you believe that?
No, I actually cannot believe it. I'm still in shock. I'm still recovering right now. Like, I feel like I was at a little bit of a loss for words when it first happened. Like, I'm still shocked. I don't know if you saw, I was rocking the pink wig. I was rocking the official Sugar Sean O'Malley merch. Like, we were looking good. I was supporting him, but I was not sure if he won that fight, Shaheen.
I had it 2-1 for Peter as well. But I mean, Sean's going to be fighting for that title now. Like, that's how this goes, right?
Absolutely. So there's a world where we're getting, I guess it's just next. He's got next on this fight right here.
It looks like he's got next on this fight here.
Insane.
It actually happened. It actually worked. Somehow the gamble paid off. I'm genuinely stunned.
I'm stunned.
Also, though, like,
how about Piotr Jan? Two straight, very, very close split decision losses. Goes from being that close to touching the belt to now he's a few steps away from title contention at this point.
In the words of the great Connor Burks, it's tough.
It's tough.
That's a tough one for your boy.
It's tough, Sean. It's tough.
It's tough. But I know people are going to be outraged about this decision, and there's going to be a lot of controversy talk. I'm sure we're going to get a robbery review from our man, AK Lee out here.
We need it.
Need it. But that being said, I wish that fight was 2 more rounds, because that was headed places that was going to be just tremendous. We were going to learn a lot about both guys right there. But also be like, Sean O'Malley belongs, right? Like, it feels like, regardless of whether you like that decision or not, it's unquestionable he belongs amongst that group in the elite at bantamweight now. That was tremendous how he showed out there. To take that big of a step up, like jump up in competition and really show out like that, man. Dude, that's impressive.
Showed out. Absolutely so impressive. So do you think he's back in the locker room about to watch this fight? He has to. I mean, this is his future right here. Do you think he's leaning one way? Do you think he thinks he has an advantage against either of these guys?
I mean, he just beat Piotr Jan, right? Like, if any questions he had about himself are probably just answered right there. But if I was him, I would imagine that he'd probably want Aljo, right? Like, that feels like maybe the better stylistic matchup for him. What do you guys think?
It's tough, because I think in Sean's eyes, like right after this fight, he'd probably want TJ, because I think he'd be on the feet more. But at the same token, TJ can wrestle his butt off too, and he's really good at it and doesn't get enough credit for it. So I think we saw some things that O'Malley needs to work on. But like I was saying to New York Rick, even if he didn't get this decision, Sean, his stock rose tremendously in this fight. His stock rose tremendously. He answered a ton of questions, win or lose. This was like the perfect scenario. Like, I fully expected the judge to say Piotr Jan wins, but Sean O'Malley's stock continues to rise. He becomes like a #7 bantamweight. Still probably moves up in the rankings despite the loss. Like, all good things for everybody involved. and then the stunning revelation of the judges. It was a great night for Sean O'Malley. The win certainly is the cherry on top of the sundae, but outstanding stuff. And I think O'Malley does okay with either of these guys right now, but I understand the Sterling answer, but to me, I think him and TJ, just especially the movement on the feet is just going to be
striking in the movement in that. Yeah.
Crazy. And here he comes.
Here we go.
The chili peppers.
TJ Dillashaw.
Growing out the beard.
What do we think of the new like uniforms, the new overshirts?
I feel the same way I felt about the old ones.
I don't like them. I don't like them nearly as much.
That silence from all three of us spoke volumes.
I mean, the collar I can't stand.
Look at TJ Dillashaw all grown up, though, man. This is so crazy to see. Like, 36 years old, going for history right here. He'd be by far the youngest UFC champion, undisputed UFC champion, under 170 pounds in history. Like, this is crazy, man.
That statistic is so shocking. When you heard that,
yes.
what did you think? Like, because you heard it like the first time I heard it.
I was going to say, Shaheen Al-Shadi is the one that told me that statistic. I mean, I honestly thought it would be less weight. Like being under a less weight. What is it, Shaheen? Under 170?
Under 170, because 170's had a couple old guys.
I mean, it's crazy, and it's by like 2 or 3 years. It's funny to see Aljo is what, 5th on that list?
Yeah, the number 1 right now is actually Davison. Biggie Smalls is the oldest under 170 champion in UFC history.
It's crazy, man. You got a prediction?
TJ has him by 2 years. Oh, man. I mean, I previewed it with both you fellas throughout the week. I still lean towards TJ decision, but that age stat just continues to trip me up. I mean, at some point, this guy's going to appear to be old, right? And I think all of us who watched that Corey Sandhagen fight probably scored that fight for Corey. So I don't know. I got TJ by decision, but I don't feel good about it. What about you guys?
I mean, I took Aljo, but I'm getting absolutely murdered today, dude. This is definitely going to end up being my worst week ever since starting giving out the picks on the MMA Hour. It's quite fitting that the first watch along we do, I'm just getting slaughtered with the bet slip. So do not take my word for it on picking Aljo.
I like Dillashaw by decision as well. I'm not truly confident with this pick. Just 2 thoughts. Cotter, you're handling this day at the bank accounts very, very admirably.
Yeah, man.
But I guess my follow-up to all this is, can anything happen over these next 2 fights that could put you in the plus column? Is it possible? Like, could specific parlays hit
Father's
that put you
plan?
over the top?
Father's plan would help.
Parlay,
Yeah, essentially, like Aljo winning this over 2.5 and then Islam winning it in the first 3 rounds would be very, very helpful to me. I haven't done the math live, but yeah, I mean, right now it is not looking great. I don't know what we're at, but I would lean to say that I've guaranteed myself a losing week at this point, which is a pretty big bummer to see on as big of a card as this is, and being on the watch party like this, like last week we hit a plus 330 in Rafael Sunsao winning week. A couple weeks before that, we get Yan Zhao Nan by decision winning week. Now we get to the watch party and, we're falling flat on our face.
So we mentioned 2 fights, Sean, that flew under the radar. The first one delivered in spades between Beneil Dariush and Mateusz Gamrot. That was just wild. It was a scramble fest. Just a lot of fun to watch. And then we found out that the MMA gods actually don't hate Beneil Dariush because he got a win and the judges got it correct. And good things happened for Beneil, and I think we're all happy for him. And this is the other one, Sean. So what are your, after seeing Beneil and Gamrot exceed expectations, because honestly, no one was talking about it, so I don't know how high they actually were. Are your expectations even higher right now, considering what we just saw with the O'Malley fight, what we saw prior, and even Bilal Muhammad, his performance, things that we didn't expect to happen are happening here?
Yeah, it's been a fun night so far. We had a bit of a slow start to that undercard, but things have really picked up, and you can feel the momentum right now. I expected this one to be fun regardless, so I'm really excited for this. Just the way these 2 guys' styles are going to play into each other, and just the stakes, like the all-time stakes for TJ and wanting to prove everybody, that he didn't. I guess the way people are diminishing the rest of his career because of the cheating aspect and all of it. I don't know. I love everything about this. This one's been flying under the radar, but I'm excited for this.
We got Ray Janelle looking good. Ray Longo looking good.
Merab.
Look at that.
Sneaky Ray Longo loves killing these titans, bro. In title fights, Ray Longo has taken down some of the biggest. Obviously, Matt Serra and GSP. Our next guest, Chris Weidman. Ray Longo has done well in the corner.
So someone asked me this shot on Heck of a Morning. I didn't really know how to answer it, so I'll just throw it to you. We don't have Coach of the Year on MMAfighting.com. We should. I mean, maybe that's something we'll do someday, but a lot of other sites do. I know Ariel will have a Coach of the Year. If Aljamain Sterling beats TJ Dillashaw, that's 2 massive wins. I mean, 2 massive wins over 2 really tough matchups in Jan and Dillashaw. Defends his title twice. Merab Dvalishvili, no matter how you felt about the fight aesthetically, Merab Dvalishvili beat Jose Aldo, and in the record books, Merab Dvalishvili essentially retired Jose Aldo. Is Ray Longo in the Coach of the Year discussion if Aljamain Sterling wins this fight, or is there not enough meat on that bone because his team's a little bit smaller in terms of UFC talent?
I mean, he certainly has to be in the conversation at least, right? I mean, the man beating Piotr Jan and TJ Dillashaw in a single year alone would be enough in my eyes to sort of put him there. But also, he's just one of the most entertaining human beings in the entire sport. Like, that's got to count for something too, even though it shouldn't.
Yes, what a tale it shall be. You know what that means? The tail of the tape. Let's pull up the tail of the tape. Let's
go.
I didn't even know what he was saying. I just had to throw what a tail that would be in there. Here we go. Look at this graphic.
I mean, we got the championship fight. We step it up a little bit.
Here we go. TJ, 36 years of age. We talked about that. Aljo, an inch taller, 4-inch reach advantage. Both guys weighed in 135. We are ready to go. Big one here.
Look at
the bantamweight title.
The green looking fantastic.
Oh man,
yeah. The green pops. The green's nice.
The green is fantastic, and maybe something to write that down for the next. If there's another watch party, get the green buffer jacket. I think we gotta all rock the green buffer jackets. I would be happy to dress up in a jacket like that, and I know you would be. So
it's a little hot in here. I think a jacket would have me sweating if I'm being totally honest with you.
We'd have to figure something out.
Breaking the behind the scenes look. We can't have the AC running in here. It's too loud. It gets picked up on our mics.
Ariel's in the chat.
I guess that's what Frank's telling me in my ear.
I guess Ariel's in the chat. Guess Ariel's in the chat.
Oh, shout out to him. Thanks for
shout out to Ariel,
watching
the man.
there, AH.
When I say in your ear.
Oh, like literally?
I can't tell if this is actually in my ear or not, Frank. I don't know if I'm just talking on the...
This is the same dilemma that Ariel has. So.
Oh, there you go, Connor. 3-0 as a UFC dog for TJ.
That's a great number.
Honestly, you want me to be honest with everyone here? I'm amongst friends. I think I can, be honest. I think I'm losing.
Circle it.
Should we implement that? Do we have time for the heck hedge?
No shot. Oh, the heck hedge.
We're gonna implement the wild card
heck
hedge.
Point. I'm a drowning man at this point. If I'm just gonna come out here and say it, I'm a drowning man. This is one of those where as much action as I had in it, it just feels like I can't get a winner. So Dillashaw bettors should feel quite nice. I thought we turned the tide with the main card. We obviously hit Manon. We hit the over in that one. We got the Beneil. I don't know if you saw that, Shaheen. We got the Beneil by decision. Thank you to the chat, plus 350. I thought we were going to keep it rolling with Jan. That has turned me back down the tracks of bad. So congratulations to Dillashaw bettors.
There he is.
Out. A long night. We still got time, my friend.
Yes.
You're good.
No, we don't. We only have 2 fights left, Shaheen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, lunch is off on me, by the way.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding.
It's on the peeps. Shad, before we get into this fight, we ended the preview show on a very interesting note, talking about Belal Muhammad and how you can make a strong case that he had more pressure on him to win than anybody on this card, including the 2 guys fighting for the lightweight title in the main event. And he went out there and not just beat Sean Brady, he finished him. And the reaction he got, I mean, was this a star-making performance for Belal? Like, are we willing to go that far with this? Because this is super impressive. He takes a big leap. Is this a star-making performance because of where it happened and how it happened?
Oh, here we go. These guys are about to start. I wouldn't say star-making, certainly, but it is definitely the statement win that he's needed, right? It feels like he's had that sort of one type of win exactly like that lacking on his resume, and now he has it. I like throwing that guy into a number 1 contender fight right away. Like, at this point, he cannot be denied.
Belal Muhammad,
these 2 are going after
UFC welterweight champion. Imagine a world.
Now, Aljamain Sterling said
Wow.
during that final face-off that he was going to strike with him.
Immediate takedown.
Immediately has him on the ground.
takedown.
Immediately has him on the ground.
Almost mounted. No, he's close.
Discussions all week about how great Dillashaw's takedown defense is, and now he finds himself on his back.
Oh, he looks hurt.
Something in his eye. Oh wow, he really does
Looks
look
like he's hurt.
Not again.
Not again. Just let's keep riding this out
something
for
is
2.5
all right.
rounds.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Wow.
Talking about maybe the glove.
Yeah, Frank. I forgot Frank is scared.
Let's,
he needs the over
let's
2.5
let up a little
rounds.
bit. Aljo, what's the hurry?
Yeah. So, Aljo's full mount.
Shaheen, what was the stat that Jed gave us? 88 seconds or something?
88 seconds for TJ Dillashaw's whole entire career that he has been controlled, and already,
looks like,
what is this, like 40 seconds?
He's got double that. And he's
cured.
might even get submitted here.
Just get up.
Yeah, I love Frank. When watching fights with Frank is hilarious. You know, his instructions are punch him in the face and get up. Like, oh no, there's not a professional fighter on top of you.
Man, Aljo landing some bombs here.
Oh, wow.
Look at Aljo.
Oh!
Look at Aljo.
Oh,
That's Dillashaw's.
So me and
dude,
Heck
when have you
playing-
seen TJ Dillashaw get controlled?
Oh my
like
gosh.
this?
He's
This
getting
is crazy.
annihilated.
We're getting close.
This is
to
almost
getting a finish
over.
here.
This is, I mean, Aljo looks like a lightweight compared to this guy. Like he's gigantic. He looks
Aljamain Sterling.
gigantic.
Aljamain Sterling.
There's no defense here.
No.
Wow.
I don't. This will be.
He's
This
got
will
the
be.
back.
This will be
No.
shocking if Dillashaw gets out of this.
You've got to be kidding me.
He's trying.
He's slipping out. He's
This actually
slipping out.
might have been
He's
the
got
best
this.
case scenario for TJ.
He's getting up.
Oh, and instead of taking the ground and pound.
Yes. I don't know
If-
why
yeah, if he
Aljo
can
stopped
defend this.
punching. He was landing.
I'll tell you what, the Aljamain Sterling victory tour, if he wins in this first round, is going to be out of
Oh
control.
goodness gracious.
Just let's see what TJ
Aljo's
does
got,
here. This is. I mean,
dude.
this is what he needs to do. Just keep punching.
We're about to watch.
I mean,
CJ
this-
stand up.
I like that. I
Oh,
like that
TJ.
confidence,
Oh.
Frank. I like that
There you go,
confidence,
Frank.
Frank.
But he's just getting.
Oh, right to the
ragdolled.
backpack. Right to the backpack.
I mean, Aljo just looks two weight classes
bro,
bigger
Aljo's
than
got
TJ.
Oh no.
thunder thighs, dude. He's got some.
He's cranking.
Oh, that's nasty.
I mean, TJ.
TJ's defending really well, though. Again, I don't know why he's not punching. There we go. Aljo,
I cannot believe that
TJ?
how this first 3 minutes have gone.
incredible. Now he's got the body triangle.
I can feel my heart in my throat.
Oh yeah, Frank's really nervous about losing. Frank, come on over to my side. I've been losing all day. You just kind of
2.5?
get used to it, dude. Yeah, over
2.5. Oh, boy.
I did not bring.
He's got to
it.
What did
embrace
Ariel
the
say
tank.
too?
Frank.
What did Ariel say? Ariel said
Embrace the
take the
tank.
1.5. Don't get greedy and take the 1.5.
I originally was going to do one.
Who talked you out of it? Yourself?
No, I think Mr. Burks did that at lunch.
You're absolutely crazy.
Oh, I got to hear this story in between rounds.
All sorts of accusations being
I know.
thrown.
He's
know.
looking to make
Right.
blame while Aljamain Sterling is just
TJ's just putting on a show. He wants to entertain the
dominating.
folks at home.
If TJ survives to the end of this round and this is what continues, this is a 10-8, no question in my eyes.
This is
I mean,
absolutely a 10-8.
No
we're there
question.
already. Yeah,
Don't
we're
even-
definitely there.
Yeah.
TJ
I would
is,
love to see the strike count.
TJ is
right now.
coming. Who do we have reffing right now? Goddard?
That's Goddard.
Goddard is
Goddard,
coming
yeah.
this close to calling it like 4 or 5 times, and then TJ makes a move at the
The
last
ref
second.
just needs to turn around.
Aljo continuously.
I love
going
how
for the
nervous
rear naked
Frank is.
choke.
Look at this. This
So
is huge for
helpful to
TJ. This is huge for TJ.
He's back up.
70 to 6 on the
76.
strikes.
Look at that.
Wow.
Huge. If TJ Dillashaw comes back to knock this dude out,
Aljo just looks so big. He just looks so much bigger than TJ.
man, and the confidence he's coming with right now.
Yeah, he's got sweat.
Dillashaw has to be.
Third round, Aljo can hit him all he wants.
I know TJ was doing the
Another
breathing
takedown.
exercises.
Another takedown, yeah.
It's not gonna last.
I mean, that's an exhaustive first round for both guys, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no doubt.
100%. And
Man, if we
TJ's
get to the end of this first round, I am going like. This looked like it was over. I thought it was going
if
to
he
get
kept
called.
punching, I think they might.
Another takedown.
Okay, yeah,
man.
we have to talk about how much difficulty TJ
Aljamain
Dillashaw's
Sterling
having
is
to take
taking this
right
man down at will.
Let's get an ice pack on
Just, I know
TJ.
this has been an exciting round. I just want to say Sterling cut shorts.
Yep, Sterling cut shorts.
Looking really athletic.
But Jan had the cut shorts.
I know
I
he
heard.
did, but I thought he won that fight. So,
Oh,
I mean,
touche,
the cut
touche.
shorts are performing quite well today, Shaheen.
Oh, they always are. I always love the look of that. Melvin
You look
Manhoef
more athletic. I swear to God, you look more athletic. Beneil Dariush, one of the least athletic looking guys. Well, not the least, but he usually doesn't look like wildly athletic. Looked good in those cut shorts.
I mean, this might have been.
Man, that's a 10-8. That's 10-8.
I circle gets the square, underlined Aljo 3 times.
That's a 10-8 Aljo right there. I like that start from my man Sterling.
What are you at on this score?
10-8. Easy.
All right.
I mean, just insane. I mean, I
What was
didn't
that?
realize
3
how much
takedowns?
bigger.
4 takedowns?
Yeah, on the broadcast, they're trying to see if Dillashaw had a serious injury at all during this. We know Dillashaw's got heart. We know he can fight through some pain and some injuries. Steve Harvey in the back looking great again. They're saying there's a dislocation that they put back in place.
Shoulder?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I didn't hear them properly.
Is that why
he's coming out and throwing, but he that's an awkward stance he's got.
Okay, so it must be that left arm. And Aljo keeps kicking it. I mean, TJ.
How do you feel? How do you feel right now? This man's shoulder hanging on by a thread, Frank, and we're still not over the 2.5.
He's gonna get over the 2.5.
I like that. I like your confidence.
With TJ's fighting literally with one arm right now. He's only throwing right hands.
Warrior, bro, that's crazy.
Okay.
Just a flesh wound.
I mean, I like your attitude.
Yeah, you gotta love the Frank.
He landed a jab, but now it's gonna be so much easier for Aljo to take him down now.
Yeah, I think we've gone past the 88 seconds here, Sheen. I think that might be safe to say.
That stat's dead forever.
I mean, what is it? I'm not. We can discuss after the fight.
The chaos hammer just continues to drop on our watch party.
So when did it? Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
What happened?
What you think happened?
No.
So, Shad, I hope you got coffee, maybe some tea.
Fully out. Fully out confirmed.
Fully out confirmed.
Chris Weidman is out for the main event. That's 2 fighters now. Rafael Fiziev, Chris Weidman.
I mean, we could keep Shauna. We could bring back New York Rick. I mean,
we're ripping packs, and we're playing UFC between the next one.
Okay.
So Shaheen, it almost happened before this fight. Me and Mike Heck were playing some UFC for the sticks on Xbox pre-show, just chilling, and I was Aljo, he was Dillashaw. I knocked him out in the first round. No big deal, but it looked like that was almost going to happen. It was almost like the game predicted the future.
I never played the game in my life. Didn't even know what buttons I was pushing, but I was scoring.
Yeah, it sounds like excuses to me.
The first 90 seconds of that fight, I was winning, and then I got head kicked into, another universe. And I realized this wasn't Mike Tyson's punch-out because I kept pushing the buttons.
I know. We're talking about our game as if it was more exciting. I mean, Aljo, you talk about one-way traffic.
This is
oh my God,
Aljo, man.
But TJ gets
look
out
at
of
that.
it.
Yeah,
5 more minutes to go for
Look
you,
at his
Frank.
shoulder. Look at that left shoulder.
He's holding that wrist.
Oh, what is?
Did he just do it himself?
That looks like it's out, right?
It's definitely out.
How did?
Goddard, come on, man.
There's
surprised they're not
the
stopping
half,
this.
Frank.
Maybe it's because TJ's like defending, I guess.
That left hand. Rip.
Come on, Frank. Another. We're
Frank,
almost.
You only got 5 minutes
1.5.
left. We would already be done with it if
He
it
looks
was 1.5.
comfortable. Look at him.
He looks comfortable.
He looks comfortable.
He's, dude.
This is all Aljo again.
If TJ Dillashaw ends up losing this fight, where does he go from here?
I think he'd probably go home after the fight.
He probably fights Petr Yan next.
All right, that was a good one, Frank. That was a good one.
Hey, he probably fights Yan next. If someone had asked if early this week on Heck of a Morning if they felt if TJ loses this fight, would he retire? And I had to think about it a little bit. He never really talked about it. But
this is a bad position for TJ.
Oh,
Wow.
this is bad.
Yeah, this is not good. This is
Aljo is torturing him.
Those elbows are ridiculous.
This is.
Goddard's got.
Oh yeah, this is about to get called. I think this is about to get called. Oh, he's flattened out, dude.
Frank, how do you feel about
Frank,
this?
It's over.
It's over.
Let's go, Aljo. Let's go, Aljo. And still, baby, the Funk Master. The Funk Master. First finish on the main card for us?
Yeah.
Should have gone 1.5, Frank.
Yeah.
We would have cashed. Thanks for nothing.
So now the pressure is off New York Rick for the parlay.
Oh man, I'm feeling a real theme here tonight. Every single one person who just keeps getting doubted is just coming back and winning.
A lot of people.
Every single one.
Does that mean that Chucky Olives is about to make a move here?
Wow, and we got a finish in that one. So I do hope you have some tea. I hope you have some coffee. I hope you're comfortable, Shaheen.
You want to stay for it? Can
Am
you
I
stay
sticking
for
around?
Can you stay for it?
Sure.
I mean, how can he say no? He's live on the air. I think if we had texted him, he would have been like, no, I have to go. I have a life. I have kids.
I need to leave.
I have dogs. I have to write articles.
Yes.
Yeah, I think because we asked him live on the air, he had to say yes.
Okay, so Shaheen, here's my question to you.
What's up?
Is Aljamain Sterling going to call out Alexander Volkanovski right now?
Oh.
Wow, that's an interesting.
I mean, he just got his Sean O'Malley fight, right? That's the big money fight he's been looking for.
They took a picture backstage, right?
He's been talking about 145. We see how big he is right now. Do you think,
if I'm him, I'm trying to get that Sean O'Malley fight next month. Like, I'm trying to get that as soon as you can.
Okay. I mean, he's liking it. I'm sure he's liking it right now.
I mean, how
get that Sean O'Malley fight, make that big payday, and then do that 145 move, right?
Can we talk about one of just like the biggest turnarounds? Like, who was Aljamain Sterling to the MMA community this time last year?
Exactly.
Right after Jan beat Corey Sandhagen and like everything that was surrounding Aljamain Sterling, and now he has 2 title defenses in 2022. Just crazy how quickly this sport can change. Last year he was just, the Oscar-winning Aljamain Sterling, the actor. He's gonna get it taken right back from Jan, and now he's about to get his hand raised, finishing TJ.
Where are the clown emojis now?
I mean, yeah, right. The clown emojis. That performance, whether the shoulder was out of place or not, dominant, like as dominant as it can get from opening to when he finally finished him. That was complete domination.
Aljamain Sterling's about to get some Fighter of the Year votes.
At him, bro. How do you feel? I'm having a hard time not. I mean, the man up next could get some votes if he pulls off a victory as well in Charles Oliveira.
But he's going to get some votes. I think Aljo's going to be in our top 5 for Fighter of the Year.
Oh, top 5 is unquestionable for me.
Yeah, he's got to be up there now.
Insane. Let's hear what he has to say. The Volk thing is interesting. He's big enough.
It's because of Merab, man. It's the whole Merab factor. Maybe he'll be like, you know what? I'm going to feed Merab to my dude Sean O'Malley. He's been trying to get this fight for a while. Interim title. Yeah. Let's go. But so that when it happened? That was the first takedown, right?
Yeah, that was the very beginning.
So, I mean, Aljo predicted it. Said he was going to...
It doesn't sound like the crowd is loving him.
No, I mean, if TJ was making the same speech, I don't think
God bless.
I'm upset it didn't go 2.5, but Aljo totally dominated.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool. I picked Aljo. My bet on Aljo was bigger than it was on the MMA Hour parlay, so... 5 straight losses. Five straight losses for the MMA Hour parlay.
All right, so Shaheen will be back.
Let's see who he calls out, and then let's rip some packs.
And then we'll rip some packs, yes. I'm just like, DC, come on, baby. What's he going to do?
If he says Volkanovski, like, talk about the pick of the litter for Alexander Volkanovski with money fights.
I'd love the call out. It would, you know what? And I don't think... If he won a decision, like if you won like a 48-47 and he called out Volkanovski, it would look silly. But after that performance, it doesn't look as silly. TJ's got the gloves off, by the way.
Sugar tits, his words, not mine. Cheeto Dorito Vera. All right, so he's basically talking about how he dominates the bantamweight division.
Okay, but no one name though. Oh, come on, baby.
50 Cent Power. Shout out to Power. Great show.
All right.
I haven't watched the latest iterations, but I did watch the OG Power. Great show.
Yeah.
Produced by 50 Cent. They say this is a big rich town. Set in New York. Great show. Random call out, 50 Cent.
Is he gonna retire? Oh, you know what? He told me the same thing. He said he was going to say something afterwards.
Wow. Apologizing to the weight class for holding it up.
So TJ's talking, and he just revealed that the dislocated shoulder happened late April.
Wow, he said that he was trying to trash talk him into standing.
Interesting.
Wow, an incredibly good sport defeat.
Yeah.
What a story.
Yeah, so he's been basically...
I agree, Frank. This is a hell of a story.
Apologize to the division for holding up the division. This is for those who aren't watching this right now. Said the shoulder injury happened in late April. Been kind of dealing with it the whole time. Knew it popped out in the first. Told the referee, don't stop it. I'm going to keep going.
The way he's been acting during this training camp and leading up to this fight and seeing him act like this now, I mean, sportsmanship at an all-time for sure. Gloves are off.
Yeah.
Astute observation.
Well, Frank, that could mean he's putting them down in the
I understand that.
Ask him the question, DC.
Oh, I didn't even ask him. I guess not.
I think he would have said it.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, yes, he would have said
Yeah,
it. Yeah, it's not like he's just like, all right, Aljamain Sterling.
I mean, look, he looks like a lightweight.
I mean, he is absolutely
gigantic.
huge. He's absolutely huge.
Is this guy in?
I can't believe the turnaround this man has made in the last 12 months.
The Aljamain Sterling
Like,
turnaround in the last 12 months is utterly ridiculous.
12 months ago, Jan was beating Corey Sandhagen 49-46 at UFC 267, and it was just a coronation to get his belt back from Aljamain Sterling after the disqualification loss. And now, here we are 12 months later, Aljamain Sterling, 2 title defenses, got past the boogeyman in Piotr Jan, and now just had just one of the most dominant title fights I've seen. You know, obviously Volk and Korean Zombie, but just one of the most dominant title defenses of the year. Unbelievable stuff from Aljo.
I mean, just generally, what a stretch this past few months have been, right? Like, if you look a few months ago, who are 3 of the most disrespected men in MMA? I guess even farther back than that, who are 3 of the most disrespected men in MMA this time last year? It's Bilal Muhammad, it's Aljamain Sterling, and it's Leon Edwards. And all of a sudden, all these guys are thriving.
Absolute fact. I bet against Bilal Muhammad 3 times in the past 12 months. Just been disrespecting him. I went so heavy against Aljamain Sterling at UFC 273, I believe it was. Just blatant disrespect for him. And then I also bet on Kamaru Usman. I mean, my doubting of all of these guys has really cost me a lot of bread.
But the T-shirt curse is dead.
T-shirt curse is dead. Been dead. I mean, we were
Establish
cheering
that right
croissants. I mean, it feels like a year ago that T-shirt curse was alive.
Yeah,
Fiorot getting it done.
We're trying to debunk myths here, aren't we?
Shaheen, you want to rip some packs with us, dude? You want to open up some packs?
Let's do it.
We got some cards we're going to open up. I mean, so the way I've just recently gotten into the card game, the UFC card game, I've loved it. I've loved it so far. You know, I'm not looking to just have a hobby here. I'm not looking to, collect it, get a couple collectibles with my kids. I don't have kids. I'm looking for a retirement plan. I'm looking for, the one-of-one Khabib, maybe an autographed Conor McGregor, something like that. Like we're trying to do this big here, Shane.
We're seeing, by the way, we're watching a promo for the Power Slap League.
Dana White said people are goofballs that are. As I put on a glove, I'm trying to keep these.
There's a Power Slap press conference, by the way, right here, New York City, November 11th.
Are we going?
I mean,
that's more for Frank in the back. Are we pulling up on that?
November 11th.
Same week as
UFC 281.
Yep.
Maybe you will be up here, Mike.
Connor, what's it going to take to get you in one of those competitions? How's your slap game?
I don't know. After how many losses I've acquired today on the betting slips, it's not going to take much. I can promise you that. I'm thoroughly failing at putting these gloves on. You know, I've been nervous. You know, the bright lights, it's hot in here, intense fights. I think my hands are too sweaty. So yeah, I think these cards are gonna go from a 10 rating down to a 9. I think we're just gonna give up on the gloves here.
The referee gloves aren't working.
I put them on like 3 or 4 times beforehand to make sure I was good, but we're gonna try it one last time, folks, and then we're just ripping these things open. Because we're getting right into this. I thought we were gonna have a little bit more time to kill between this this co-main and this main event.
Well, while you put these gloves on,
I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Let me ask Shaheen real quick. Shaheen, this main event, it's upon us. All right?
No,
it's upon us.
I'm just panicking.
Charles Oliveira, Islam Makhachev. And you said on the preview show, you've been going back and forth so many times.
I'm just watching Connor trying to put this glove on like
man?
O.J. Simpson right now.
Imagine if you pulled up on your doctor and this is what he did. It took him this long. I mean, I would not trust a doctor that took this long to get a glove on.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, the glove is on and it's going to protect.
The glove does not fit.
You must have quit.
It's going to protect me. You continue. Let's go to the production value here. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go to the top down.
Look at this.
Shout out to Nottingham Forest, Liverpool fans. Sorry about it, but here we are above. We're opening up it's a Chronicles. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to lie to you. I need the chat to tell me if I found my 401k, my Roth IRA within this pack. But yeah, let's get a few of these.
Heck and I are getting a little piece of the action if you did, right? Like break us off a little slice.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're just hoping for one of those that has the little gold.
Unwrap them on camera.
Yeah, so it's now unwrapped. This is how we're going to start it. We'll just go top down. We'll just kind of flip them over. All right.
All right.
First up, Francis Ngannou.
I mean, that's gotta be worth something, right?
Francis Ngannou, 8 of 99. There's only 99 of these cards made, and we're looking at it right now. This is a holographic XR Francis Ngannou. I don't know what that means, but
I mean,
sounds like your 401k, baby. Let's go.
Let's keep it rolling. Look who's next. Look who's next. The holographic looking. That's Islam Makhachev. Is that a sign for what's to come?
That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
That's pretty awesome. A Holly Holmes season ticket one. Not as hyped on that one, but the fact that we got an 08 of 99 in Francis Ngannou. Wow.
Is that
Wow. How close can I get to this? We're talking about a Cyril Gane. This is, it's not in focus. Cyril Gane autograph pull right here, live on the camera. I mean, this is.
It's the size, for those who can't understand the thickness of this card, it's like the thickness of a bathroom tile.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. We need to get a protector in here. There's some protectors in my corner. This is not a drill for everyone in the back.
This is not a drill.
This is Cyril Gane autographed card right here. We just pulled that.
Keep holding it. We have somebody bringing you a protector.
I mean, please, get a protector out here. Stat, I'm glad I'm wearing the gloves. Cyril Gane is my guy. Frenchman, I'm wearing the Manon Fiorot shirt. Do I put on the...
Yes.
The beret comes back on. I mean, I can't believe this just happened live on air.
The card just increased an extra $20.
Shaheen, you're good luck for us.
The mojo of the set is changing.
My day has just changed.
Back on your side, baby.
I mean, look at this. We got Francis Ngannou 08 of 99 next to this Cyril Gane autograph. The first pack on the show. There's some sort of patch in here too. It's a silhouette series. The chat can tell me if that's cool or not. The rest of the way, we get a Alexander Rakic, an Ilya Topuria, going to be fighting soon.
Yeah, I would. I would put stock in that Ilya Topuria card.
Is this even going to fit in the case? I honestly don't know.
It's. I'm telling you, it's bathroom tile thick.
It is literally bathroom tile thick. I need to get something in here for. I don't know if I trust this.
I mean, we need like.
It is so thick.
We need like a jewelry box.
What is this clothing? There's like a piece of clothing in here. I don't know what it is, Shaheen, but it's unbelievable stuff. Let's just get this bad boy in here and let's move on to the next pack. You know what? I'm not even gonna risk it. I don't want to jam it in there. It felt like it wasn't gonna fit. We're just gonna leave that there. Figure that out
gently.
Post show. Last two cards in this one. A little Sean Strickland holographic, and then a Kamaru Usman.
Okay.
So that's pack one. Let's get right into pack two. I mean,
how do you open the pack on camera?
Yeah, let's do the full rip.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, we didn't. Let's go top down. I think what we need to do moving forward is top down, maybe a little bit more zoomed in so they can see them.
Yeah, a little out of focus.
A little Chronicles action here, nothing crazy.
Do we know how to determine value on these? Because like when I was a kid collecting cards, we just bought the Beckett magazine and could look them up. Do you know how to?
There's a way that we can figure this out, but I'm high on life after that. Maybe it's worth nothing. Maybe I'm looking too much into this. Maybe everyone's like, this guy's a clown. He doesn't know anything about cards.
Maybe it's worth $100 million.
But I mean, that was pretty crazy. Okay, now let's come back here.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Walkouts.
We start. Yes, as they begin to walk out.
Is that Islam Makhachev?
That's a little Magomed Ankalaev holographic, which is cool with me.
We need a Charles Oliveira card.
Another Kamaru Usman, this time a holographic. I mean, these cards are something. Another Kamaru Usman. That is the third Kamaru Usman pull there.
Colby.
Little Grant Dawson.
All right.
I guess that's all right.
It's a good stock card.
Tai Tuivasa. Little Tai Tuivasa.
AK would love that card. He's a big Tai Tuivasa.
Francis Ngannou. Season ticket, this is an interesting looking card. I feel like I'm doing a bad job of showing the cards. And then last but not least, two more. Paddy Pimblett rookie card and another Kamaru Usman. I just got the Kamaru Usman box here. That's 4 Kamaru Usmans.
And a Paddy.
All right, let's do one more before this fight starts.
I think so.
Let's do one more, and then we'll get into the reason why we're all here. The main event of the evening, the lightweight championship of the world. I'm red in the face. I think I'm a little hype on that Ciryl Gane pull. All right, here we go. Let's go top down last time. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Chronicles pack.
You gotta love Khabib wearing sandals in the corner, making the walkout with sandals. What a guy.
I mean, it's just another day at the office for him, right? Is this Father's Plan or what, Shane? You are the creator of the Father's Plan parlay. Are you a little nervous? Well, I have to say,
nervous? No, I mean, I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous for you.
This unpacking that I just did was fantastic. All right, here we go.
Best unpacking ever.
Davison Figueiredo, holographic black.
Can't beat that.
I don't know what these mean, if they're valuable or not. And then next up, Israel Adesanya. Looks pretty holographic. Looks pretty cool. There's no numbers. That's kind of how I decide. Like if it's like a 1 of 1 or something. Rose Namajunas in a crown? That seems cool. That seems like it's valuable. That seems like, maybe it might be something there. Kamaru Usman again. I mean, we have 5 different iterations of Kamaru Usman. Justin Gaethje in this similar holographic way. Yuri Prochazka in some crazy looking holographic. Feels pretty cool. Like, I feel like I need to really brush up on my card knowledge so I know whether or not these are valuable. And then last two, Giga Chikadze, a little 143 or 199, only 199.
There we go.
That's what I'm looking
I am trying to find out if there's like any information on the Ciryl Gane card.
And then a Charles Oliveira. How fitting. We got a Charles Oliveira and an Islam Makhachev.
There you go.
Are these 2022s?
These are all 2022s. I think this is our big ticket, though, the Ciryl Gane. Never been touched by a human hand. Everyone saw it. The glove, never been touched by a human hand. Ciryl Gane autograph.
Except for your left hand.
We'll start the bidding now. I mean, a job well done. Right there. There's the bad boy, Ciryl Gane. Francis Ngannou, too. Pretty happy with the polls.
Uncrowned champ.
The boos are going crazy here.
Oh, I love the green. All right, how are we feeling? Nerves? We on edge?
I'm feeling very excited right now.
So excited for this.
I cannot wait. I don't know what's going to happen.
I feel like I've been waiting for this fight for 5 years, but it's been like 5 months. I'm so excited. I'm so intrigued.
I'm just so happy we made it. I'm so happy the blood gods allowed us to make this. Because you're right, we've been waiting for this one for like 4 or 5 months. This was announced so early.
I feel like this is trending towards the least likely scenario just happening very fast and very quickly.
Charles Oliveira by decision.
Oh boy.
Charles Oliveira.
Could you imagine?
Charles gets an early takedown and taps Islam in like 35 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that
flying triangle?
Oh man. Clip that off if it happens. Is Charles getting love, or is he about to fight a fan?
Look at this.
What's going on here?
Oh, what just happened?
He just like stopped to like talk trash to a fan?
I think
Did a fan get a little too handsy right there?
I think he might have. All right. Shaheen, we discussed it on No Bets Barred earlier this week. You know how I'm rocking it. Islam Makhachev in rounds 1, 2, or 3. Fight doesn't go to a decision. I'm also on. I got a future on Islam. So yeah, Charles by decision is a worst case scenario. That's how we would put a cherry on top of this god awful day to this point.
What's the line on Oliveira by decision?
Let's actually check that. Just so I know.
It's got to be up there.
That could be the heck.
It has got to be way up there.
Just so I know what I'm going up against.
I got to say, I love the hey, everyone on this team dye your hair a certain color. That's such a power move.
Yeah,
that's such a great.
I have all this investment in Islam. I would be totally lying to you if I wasn't scared after that weigh-in picture came out.
Look who's sitting back there.
Where he's laying on the ground surrounded by his team. Who's sitting back there?
Look.
Oh,
Volkanovski. Just eyeballing it.
He's ready, bro.
He's ready. He wants it.
He's got winner. O'Malley, Sterling.
Man, that's Beneil Dariush's shot. Don't be taking it from him an hour after he earned it. Come on.
He should get it.
That's actually a decent point, man. That's somewhat of a bummer for Beneil Dariush. Like, he just had a statement performance against Mateusz Gamrot as a big underdog, and there's almost no shot he gets the title shot next.
I do fear that we're watching someone get Tony Ferguson in real time. Like, it's really upsetting as someone who cared very much about the Tony Ferguson thing the first time around. It's happening again.
But like all of these guys have been in almost the same situation. Habib, Ferguson, Oliveira. Now Islam had to win double-digit fights in a row to even get a title shot. Like, Dariush is right there. I just feel like he has too many hurdles. I'd love to see him get a title shot. This Volk hurdles one. Conor, as much as you don't want to throw it out there, I think Conor is in play here, especially if Oliveira wins. But I would love to see Beneil get that opportunity. Maybe if Charles wins and Beneil can fight in Brazil, wants to turn around fast, maybe that could happen.
Charles Oliveira by decision, plus 1,200.
Plus 1,200.
Yeah, let's do our own tail of the tape.
Yeah, what a tail that would be if Oliveira won by decision. Let's bring up the tail of the tape for this highly anticipated main event.
I mean, look at that belt.
Vacant lightweight title. Look at that belt.
We're the real champions here.
I mean, unbelievable stuff here.
33 years old again.
Here we go. 33 to 31. Height's the same. Oliveira 3.5-inch reach advantage. Both weighed in 154.5. Oliveira's weight, no issue in this fight. Will Makhachev's wrestling, will his grappling, will his incredible defense be an issue? We shall find out. Right now, Bruce Buffer getting these guys ready. Okay.
Sick.
We did it. We did it. We have arrived.
I like Herzog in this spot.
Selfishly, I'm hoping he's quick on the trigger.
Quick on the trigger?
I hope he's quick on the trigger, yeah.
Because you don't want that.
No, that's a lie. I need Islam. I'd take an Islam. Just no Charles by decision. That's where we're at this point.
So what would be the absolute best thing to happen?
Islam comes out here, takes him down, and pounds him out in the first 45 seconds.
Okay.
That would have me. We'd be gong showing it back here.
Didn't one of you have like a specific championship round?
Jed may have took the fourth round.
I think he had round 4.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it like plus 1,800 or something?
A little close
like
on the camera there. Almost bumped into him.
I mean, the fans are already putting hands on him. Now the cameraman's getting in his face. What's going on here?
I love the shoot box tattoo on the back. I mean, I'm starting to get nervous now that I said it to Mike a few times before we went on, Shaheen. It's like, we've waited so long and this has been so hyped up and there's been so much talk and so much discussion around it. It's like, now that my eyes are actually on it, I'm like, oh, like, holy cow, this is it. Like, we're really about to watch this.
Yeah, man, this feels big.
Like,
this has that real big fight feel. I love it.
At most 25 minutes. Like, questions will be answered. Woo! I'm nervous.
Probably quickly. Charles doesn't know any speed, but fast. This is going to happen soon.
It's the 3-day thunderstorm against the quick hitting tornado. What's going to be more devastating? I can't wait to find out. This is it. This is the one.
Makhachev always does. It's the knuckles and the one thing. Like, it's like the most classic fighter.
Who will answer
like
all the questions?
Yeah, the one. I dig it. It's nice.
I mean, Coach Habib has a lot of momentum right now. After that Bilal Muhammad.
Father's plan.
There you go.
There's the parlay.
Did you see that somewhere, Shane? I mean, if you're watching the broadcast, like there it was, Father's plan.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Oliveira closing as a plus 165 underdog. Look at that stat. Opponent's UFC record 196, 87, and 4.
Yeah, you definitely can't make the claim that Charles Oliveira is fighting cans.
That's insanity.
I mean, just one of the craziest things about Oliveira's run is how long he has been in the UFC. I was in high school. Like, I was a sophomore when this guy debuted in the UFC. Like, this guy, it's just crazy how long he's been at this, and it took him this long to get to the pinnacle. It's wild.
I love that.
He's on like his
has a
4th
name
chapter
t-shirt, too. Yes.
Like in terms of pure chapters of his career, like he's on at least number 4 at this point.
Yes,
like he's been going so long.
And the records that he holds, it's insanity. Wow, here we go, guys.
Here we go.
Strap in.
Fellas, let's go.
Here we go.
Wow.
All right.
Final predictions in the chat.
Final prediction for me, Islam, round 3 TKO.
It's Oliveira, second round TKO. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
coming out fast.
That's what he needs to do. Chaos. Invoke that chaos clause.
Just want to say, right off the bat,
Oh, Islam.
Did you see
Islam. All right.
right off the bat,
Oh.
Charles Oliveira cut shorts. I can't believe we got 5 cut shorts, but yeah.
Islam. I told you. Like,
Look at Islam standing with him.
Dude.
Charles has openings that Islam can take
Dude,
advantage
now that we
of,
are really
especially
into
on the
this,
left
like
side.
my heart is like
This is
beating
crazy.
right now.
And it's on the mat.
Same. All right. Charles basically pulled guard there a little bit.
Yep.
I feel like I wasn't that nervous, and now I'm like, this is.
Charles going up. I mean, but
They're already throwing up something.
yeah.
He's trying
Islam's
to, but
so
he's
good.
not
Islam's
succeeding.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Do it.
Islam's just so defensively. This is
Slips his
I don't know what he's
head.
trying
Oh
to
my
do,
God.
but it looks really nasty.
Oh, he's trying to get that arm.
I mean,
Wow,
that-
Islam
yeah.
gets through.
Good elbows
Nice
from the
elbow.
bottom.
Yeah,
That's
nice elbow. Whew, man.
So this is the game within the game, right? Islam's
is
top
it.
control. Can he stifle Charles in a way
Yeah.
that nobody really has done since
Exactly.
Paul Felder?
This is kind of what we wanted to see.
Squeeze.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, couldn't have said it any better there, Frank.
Exactly.
So we're at, as you can see, 338 of this round. And the first round is going the way most people sort of laid this fight out, at least currently.
I was
Makhachev
surprised
in the
by
guard of Oliveira.
that right hand by Islam.
Yeah.
I like just to see him stand and throw like that.
It was the left hand, because Oliveira threw back
Oh,
hard,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
the left hand counter that of Makhachev
Yeah,
that
my
really
fault.
that cracked him. No, because he landed most of those shots on the feet. But
Oh man. Relentless.
Trying to get some scrambles.
That wrestling is relentless.
this is where Oliveira's. This is where
this
Oliveira can be
nasty.
dangerous.
This is
so.
getting
The
whoa.
scramble. That's it
whoa.
right there.
Oh,
The
there we
scrambles,
go.
That's
This
where
is-
Oliveira's dangerous.
This
in
is
this
getting
fight.
crazy. Oh,
Good knee to the
trading
body.
knees.
By Oliveira. Is that a new Oliveira tattoo?
No,
Have I never seen that?
He's had that for a little bit.
How did I have not seen that?
Unless I'm mistaken, I'm almost positive he's had it the last couple fights.
Okay,
He has.
So
It's funny
first
to see-
grappling exchange in the books. Charles got up.
pretty good.
Whoa! Whoa!
Oh,
That's
there we go.
huge. Look at Khabib going crazy in the
Khabib
back.
is jacked up right
Oh
now.
yeah, dude. I mean, he's been waiting on this as long as he waited on his title shot.
This is sort of the first round AK laid out.
Okay.
Expected this to happen.
I mean, dude, Charles is just like, as good as Islam's wrestling is, Charles is so tricky on the ground. It looked like Islam may have cut him up on his nose.
yeah, it's either nose or right below the right eye.
An eye? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right on the corner. Good round for Makhachev thus far.
For sure.
On
for
top
sure.
in the guard.
Yeah,
he
I
could do
think-
this all day long.
I didn't even think about having like us scoring this fight, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this one thus far, pretty easy to score.
Shout out to Cyril Gahn, but we're switching back to the normal head here.
Okay. All right. 135. So we're still, yeah, I mean, same position. I'd love to.
I mean, Islam is
Tell you more,
implementing
but
this well.
this is-
I mean, he said he's not
Islam-
afraid of this, and I mean,
Islam being Islam right now. That's what he does. What he's doing, what everyone kind of expected him to do.
I'm like waiting for like the chaos to like fully break out.
I don't know if we're gonna get it here. I think Oliveira's just gonna do everything in his power to just not get punched in the face.
Yeah.
At this
I
point,
would
he's
probably say
happy,
that's
just
a
kind of
decent plan
settling
from him.
down here. But this is just not. This isn't fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun, but if you're Islam Makhachev, it's fun. You're winning
That's exactly what he wants.
Convincing.
Yeah. This is very illustrative of sort of maybe the trend that we're going to start seeing in this fight. If Islam's able to control him in this way, and really not feel any significant danger, like that's a wrap.
Islam doesn't care if it's boring.
Good shots.
Khabib didn't care.
Needed that. Because that's the one thing for Oliveira right now is that he's just not taking a lot of damage. But this is just a grueling pace right now.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's
taking a couple elbows. Like I said on the preview show, and I've said all week, I think Oliveira now has about 7 minutes and 12 seconds to win this fight.
You did say that.
I said he has 12 minutes to win.
Oh, nice up kick.
God, we were looking for the weirdest way for this fight to end.
He never stops. Like he's.
I like that elbow at the end. Whew.
Like he's just never out around. Done.
I mean, this is an easy one to score, but
Yeah. Did I win that race, or can I borrow yours here?
I think we're just sharing that bad boy.
That was interesting, man. That was real interesting.
What do you
said it on the preview
I'm going
show.
9. I mean, I'm going 10-9 Makhachev.
That's 10-9.
Yeah. 10-9 Makhachev. We said it on the preview show, and we said it on No Bets Bar as well. But Charles Oliveira had weaponized his reputation in a way that few fighters ever have. Really, you have to go back to like Fabricio Verdum, and that people would not follow him to the ground when he was hurt. And we've already seen it. Islam is not scared at all of doing that.
Yeah.
Wonder what they're saying in that corner right now.
I also loved. I took a lot away from that No Bets Barred episode. A lot of the numbers in the Dillashaw Sterling fight, but I really loved Jed's take about Oliveira getting hit hard and just sort of falling to the mat as
whether he's actually getting dropped or not, he's willing to go down as like, you either going to come down with me and I'm going to try and finish you by submission, or I can take a breather and chill, and then they'll bring me back up and I'm sort of restored and shake off the cobwebs.
So let's see what happens.
All right, here we go, round 2.
Let's see what happens here.
So I would be very surprised if Charles is willingly pulling guard again.
Yeah, nice kick from Islam.
This is what Oliveira wants. This is what he would.
Oh, this is getting nasty. This is getting nasty.
No,
Whoa.
Oh,
he's trying to take Islam down. Look at this.
That was a stunning revelation. Okay.
All right, he's got him up against the fence.
They're both very good here, so this is going to be a very interesting sequence. Islam is incredibly underrated in this spot because I think a lot of people see how good Charles is against the fence, but Islam's doing exactly what you need to do against Charles.
Decent knee there from Charles.
Yep, I like that. This is a huge round for Oliveira. He's got to try to keep pace. He's got the hands locked. Think he's going down, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh. This is like...
This sequence is so big.
I didn't realize how deep I was getting out of my chair.
It's so big.
Oh,
Oliveira stays up. Oliveira stays up. Islam working hard here.
But is it enough?
And that's the thing. If Oliveira can get some separate, that's huge right there for Oliveira. That's big.
All right.
That's big.
Here comes the pop.
I mean, you're not kidding, Frank.
Islam.
I don't love Makhachev on the feet versus him. But I mean, he's holding.
Charles is making this grimy, man.
Yeah.
Charles is making this grimy in a way that's real interesting right now.
Yep. Islam's getting a little wild.
Oh. This is.
Yeah.
You think we see him shoot it all in like a conventional way?
Islam?
Like try and blast the double. Islam.
Probably not. Just not his style.
Yeah.
Maybe just to like get him against the fence and then work his way up to that body lock, but nice combination by Islam. But Charles is eating these punches a lot better than he's eating.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I don't know if Makhachev holds that power in his hands like his previous opponents, Gaethje, Chandler, and Poirier.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those dudes can hit hard. Over 1.5. Cash it.
There you go.
If you had it. I didn't have it, but if you had it, shout out to you.
What was the line on that?
I want to say it was like -150 or something.
You would think that line would have been way crazier, but.
Oh, is it one of those? I couldn't tell if he was trying to like do his thing where he's like,
he stung him.
No, he looked like he was hurt.
Okay.
Look at his face.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're trying to scramble.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Makhachev rounds 1, 2, and 3 plus 150. Cash in.
Bring the gong.
Bring
baby.
the gong. Makhachev future bet. Cash
Wow.
Bring the gong, Connor.
in. How many are we hitting? I don't even know.
I want to hit
1, 2, 3.
Okay, you gotta warn somebody when you hit it 8 times in a row.
Sorry, Frank. I'm feeling good.
Man, look at Habib. Look at
I'm
Habib
feeling good.
celebrate.
Father's plan parlay. Cash it. Wow.
Wow.
By submission too.
Oh man.
And he stung him on the
Amidst
feet.
the submission king.
bro.
I mean, literally exactly what Islam said was going to happen. He goes,
Oh, my
when people
gosh.
hurt him on the feet, they're afraid to go down there with him. He goes, if I hurt him on the feet, I'm finishing him. And he did
truth.
exactly that.
The truth. The truth.
He pulled the Charles Oliveira on Charles.
Unbelievable.
What's up, baby?
Jed Meshew, take your victory lap.
Take
buddy.
the victory lap, Jed Meshew.
Best lightweight in the world.
Wow.
Wow. A lot of upset people right now.
What a conversation that must be. To be able to hear what Habib and Charles Oliveira are saying to one another right now would be amazing. That right hand was beautiful.
Oh,
Feel free to mute the gong at any point.
I don't know, man. I say we let that ring, man. There's a new reign in the lightweight division. How long does this thing last? That's what I want to know.
Wow, man. Can you imagine the amount of pressure that Islam Makhachev has been under, not only this week, but just like for years at this point of being this guy who was propped up by all of these other guys, Habib and the whole team at AKA and everything, that whole team being propped up for years and years and years. You were going to be the champ. You were going to be the champ. You're the next guy. And he pulls through like this.
The shot of Khabib and Islam is absolutely fantastic.
So cool. What a moment. Everyone's just so emotional right now.
Put the belt on this man. Wow.
I'd love to hear this conversation.
I would, yes, love to hear this. Charles and Islam talking right now. Obviously, the translator doing his thing.
Pound for pound, best translator in the business.
Oh God, yeah, it's not even close. Dude's first in the rankings by a mile. Wow, Islam Makhachev.
Is he taking the gloves off? Wow.
So what do we get now? Islam Volk?
I don't know, man.
What kind of fight is that?
Dariush, man. So stop doing this.
Shaheen,
I actually think Islam winning gives Dariush more hope.
Okay.
It gives
because he
Dariush
was
more
supposed
hope.
to fight Dariush. We can't forget that.
Right. And Dana wants that fight so bad. And if Dana had his druthers, that would have been the fight we got tonight.
Yeah.
He's letting and Habib's going to put the title on his.
Oh, I love it. I can't lie. I love it. That's so cool. I mean, Charles, all class.
Charles,
in defeat. It feels like this image has been brewing for
It's been impending forever, man.
Look, it could be. Oh,
I will say though, I do think that Islam winning this in the way that he won this means that Conor McGregor will very much not want to come back and fight Islam Makhachev.
Absolutely,
so we won't have to deal with that whole Conor McGregor coming in and bogarting the title again.
Yeah, Habib almost electric chaired Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, that was
tried to put him down,
really
by the
bad.
way. But Makhachev with just that cat-like balance. What's Islam gonna say?
How happy is DC getting to interview
I am
Islam?
beside myself right now.
Why?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Why?
That's why. He
Are
deserves
you
it.
embarrassed that you blew the MMA parlay?
You know
again?
what? We don't need to remember that. We need to remember.
I mean, is this 2 of the
that he's
last
the
3
champ.
weeks you've blown it?
No.
3 of the last 4 weeks?
Connor, who's even keeping track at this point?
Me, I'm the one. I'm the one that.
This
has
is
to-
Islam's moment.
Look. Frank is a wonderful man. Let's leave Frank out of this.
Thank
Yes.
you, Sean.
Yeah, what a delight it has been to meet
got you.
Frank.
People don't forget. Yes, Mike has gotten to meet Frank in person. Something
Yes.
that a lot of people haven't gotten.
He is
to
no
do.
longer a mystery to me.
Yeah, but you signed those NDAs, so.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't take any pictures. I a horrible drawer.
Mike asked for a picture with Frank right off the rip, which I thought was a little weird, and Frank obviously turned him down.
His left hand is just so nasty. But it was the right that got him. Boom!
Oh,
Ooh,
Yeah, I was absolutely tripping to think that he wasn't like fully hurt on that.
jumps right into side mount. Like, gosh, that was
Just so fast, man.
That's so slick.
So if you're Dustin Poirier,
Look at that.
Chandler right now, what are you thinking? What are you thinking if you're either of those two
Never
guys
getting
right
the
now?
belt.
Damn it! They're like, damn it! What are we doing?
Like it's.
Do we?
This man just did it against.
Shout out Father's plan.
So that parlay hit too, right?
It hit. Shout out to Shaheen El-Shadi. Tukugov was a lock if he fought.
Yep.
Him and his father make me.
Yep. We gotta give Habib on there. Smart move.
Habib, of course.
This is what we talked about on the preview show yesterday.
Give it to me.
Habib's legacy just got bigger because of this.
The protege.
Yep.
Becomes the king. You know, the prince that was promised.
Habib Nurmagomedov is about to be the coach.
We just join the 5-star club. We can
Yeah.
do that next time when we play UFC 4.
It's a great idea.
Oh. I love that. Beneil, get out of here. We love you, man.
Habib
but
just
get
fought
out.
on Volkanovski. Habib
Oh my gosh,
Nurmagomedov
Habib's
just
got
We're going to
Beneil
Australia.
Dariush.
We're heading to Australia, and we're going to take out the pound
There
for
he
pound
is.
king. There's Volk. I don't know who I'm going to cheer for in that one. It's got to be. I
Beneil
don't know.
Dariush right now is like, come on, Habib, what are you
I love Volk
doing?
too much. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's happening. It's happening.
Guy, bring him here. We're getting a face off.
Unbelievable.
We're getting a face off. Here comes
Oh
Volkanovski.
my God. In the Balenciaga tee. Look at
little
DC play,
yeah.
playing
You won't
protector.
get close.
The guy
DC,
got
this
one
isn't
round
a
in
fight pit,
WWE,
DC.
and he's ready to go. Islam is
Man.
Beneil Dariush is
man.
like,
quite bigger than him.
I'm
the
so
F
sorry,
right now?
Beneil. I tried. I tried. It didn't happen.
Nah, the Beneil thing died
wow.
fast.
That, I mean, it had more life than I thought it was going to have.
Wow.
Let's hear from Dubronx. What a moment for Islam Makhachev and Habib and the whole
You have
team.
to feel for Chuck.
Habib
gloves
played
are
that
off.
perfectly.
Yeah,
Like
tremendous.
like a fiddle, man. Have to feel for Charles.
Let's hear. We got the best translator in the game. Charles usually has some great quips.
Dude can cut a promo.
He sure can.
Where does Charles
see what he has to
Oliveira
say.
go from here?
Beneil. There's your Beneil fight.
Shaheen, you hear that?
Beneil versus Oliveira.
So mean.
Oh,
So mean.
Beneil doesn't get the belt, he gets Charles Oliveira. That's cruel.
I mean, we could give him Arman Sarukian. You want to do that?
Flyweight division is just so merciless, man.
It's brutal. And don't forget, like, no one talks about Claudio Puelles, who's fighting Dan Hooker. That'll be like 6 wins in a row for him.
He's fighting at what, 281?
He's fighting that, yeah, in a couple weeks.
Wow.
There's another
To be fair,
dude.
you
Grant
are the
Dawson,
only
another
person
dude.
that has talked about Claudio Puelles.
I will say that, yes. That,
Exactly.
When he was like, remember, no one's talking about Claudio Puelles being the next name off of his tongue caught me way off guard. I thought he was maybe going to be like, Jalen Turner's got 5 straight finishes. Like, Demir Ismagulov and Arman Sarukian. Like,
Yeah, so many monsters in this division.
deep pull on Puelles. I love it.
Yeah.
What a night.
They'll
Feels
be
like we
ranked.
just watched some sort of sea change to some degree within the sport, right?
Yes.
Gosh.
I don't even think to some sort of degree. I think right now you have Islam Makhachev holding that belt until further notice. There was an early drop line when Volk came in as the replacement fighter, and it had, as the potential replacement fighter, and it had Islam minus 400 against him.
Wow.
Minus 400 against the pound for pound number 1. Wow.
I mean, it's like,
That fight's so interesting, though. Man.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Was she in Perth?
Yeah.
in Perth?
I love it. Let's see. So we're going to go live on the press conference feed in a matter of moments here. Sean, will Dana White answer that question? Will he actually take a side here on making that fight, or is he going to play the cliche, we don't make fights the day of the fight card?
I mean, considering we just saw a stare down in the middle of the cage. I think this might
Yep. Make the poster, baby. Make the poster.
And that's soon. That's in February. That's not that far away.
That's very soon. That's like 4 months, right? 3 months?
Yeah. Right around my my 40th birthday, like the day before my 40th birthday.
Wow.
That
day before?
How about that?
Happy birthday to Mike Heck.
I mean, we're so far away. We can't. I'm not AK. We're so far away from that. But it'll be a great weekend to celebrate the big 4-0.
Oh,
if we get Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski.
We've already got Robert Whittaker and Paulo Costa on that card.
Yeah.
I mean, stack it up.
Stack it up. That's a tremendous main event.
One last thing before I get out of here for this watch party. Like, now that it's over in retrospect, it was already kind of over, but it was weird how it ended, right? Like the Charles Oliveira lightweight title reign goes up there as one of the most exhilarating, exciting, just all-time great in terms of excitement and action UFC title reigns we've ever seen.
100%. Even in his loss, that was a wildly exciting fight. Like, we were on pins and needles the entire time until it was finished.
Incredible. And one of the things we found so interesting about this card is we knew the aftermath of it all would be really interesting to talk about, and it's going to be very interesting to talk about for the next several days, but it is fresh on our minds, and it's not like it's 2:30 in the morning, baby. It's 5 p.m. Eastern time. So, I mean, listen, you don't even need a cup of coffee to get ready for the press conference stream we're about to throw down. We will have a post-fight show to react to all of this even further. On to the next one tomorrow. Like, we're just getting started with this UFC 280 coverage.
So much
post-fight coverage, so much to talk about. MMA Hour is going to be crazy next week, I'm sure.
God, yeah. So much to digest.
Man.
I mean, both title fights. Chookagian O'Malley. I don't know if y'all remember that, but Chookagian O'Malley is probably getting the next bantamweight title shot. I mean, Belal Muhammad's a finisher now. I mean,
dude, this time next year, Belal Muhammad and Chookagian might be UFC champions. What are we talking about?
Oh my God, man! We started slow, but those last 6 fights delivered the last 7 fights delivered on a high level. Those last 7 fights were fantastic.
Yeah, really good stuff. Shaheen, we got other things to do. We got post-fight coverage to do. I will see you relatively soon. So thank you very much for joining, especially at overtime. You came in on short notice, and we made you do 2 title fights back to back.
I mean, you're the man, Shaheen.
You're the man.
Where do we go from this? You know, this is the most we've spent so much time together this week. I mean, I'm gonna miss this. Do we need to start having Zoom coffee dates or something? I mean, we did an hour 45 breaking down this card, and now we watched the 2 title fights together. You know, I'm gonna miss you after not getting to see you.
Oh, Zoom coffee dates all day, every day. Let's go, baby.
Shaheen, thanks so much, man. I appreciate you joining.
The great Sean Al-Shadi.
Absolutely. This was a ton of... Thank you, fellas. I appreciate you.
Okay, brought it back in. I thought we were going to hang
Frank
up
was like, no more. Wow.
All right. Okay, so I
did get
think
a hand signal.
Yes.
I did give that. I'll give that to you, Frank.
You did. Well, I think we're done. I think we have accomplished a lot here. I think we have a lot to digest in the next couple of shows. We're going to hear from all the tastemakers from this card. We'll hear from Dana White and get his reactions to it.
I mean,
this is amazing.
Amazing is like, that's all I can say about this. So much just happened since we went live 3 hours and 20 minutes ago, but it went by so fast. I mean, we joined and Belal Muhammad had yet to finish Sean Brady, and now we've Manon Fiorot, we got the chat bet hitting on Beneil Dariush plus 350. We got a Cyril Gane autograph card. I mean,
$150,000.
$150,000 never touched by human hands. This is going to be a diamond 10. Thank you very much on that one. That's the real man's autograph right there. Chookagian O'Malley is probably getting himself a title shot in the bantamweight division. Oh yeah, Aljamain Sterling. An absolutely dominant performance from start to finish, and now
Manon Fiorot might get a title shot too. I mean, so much movement, baby.
The T-shirt's dead. We rang the gong 50 million times. I got to do the math. I think I'm still down, but it was a nice finish to the card. I almost went perfect on the main card. Jan not getting that decision was the only bet that I missed on the main card, unfortunately. But yeah, what a blast, man. What a blast. Mike, thanks for coming up to New York. Absolute blast.
Let's go.
Thank you to everyone in the back. Joe, Alex, Frank, Tracy, Andy, Srinivas. Could not have done it without them. I mean, what a blast that I had. I mean, thank you to everyone that watched. I had so much fun doing this.
And Ariel, thanks for letting us use the set, bro.
Yeah, Ariel, appreciate it, man. Well, don't worry. We'll have the desk back in by Monday. I promise you. It'll be like we were never even here. There might be a few pink hairs littered on the rug, but a nice reminder of
Price of admission
for you.
The price of admission, exactly. So thank you, Connor. Like he just said, everybody in the back, really appreciate it. And stay here. Stay on this channel because we got more. Press conference stream. We don't stop. Press conference coming up. Jose is in Abu Dhabi. Then we got our post-fight show. We'll react. Hopefully we get to hear from Jose, who's in the building for all this going down. I'd love to get a few minutes with him, who's in Abu Dhabi. What a week it has been for that man. Lots more coming up, so don't go anywhere. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for joining us for the first ever UFC pay-per-view watch party here on MMAfighting.com. Hopefully this is the first of many. We appreciate you very much. Hope you enjoyed the card. Press conference coming up next. Good night, everybody.